true Biafran. MAZI NNAMDI uniquely brings to you, Radio Biafra live broadcast by the eminent Supreme Leader and the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB. MAZI NNAMDI KANU. The morning broadcast, live, and direct, on the 7th day of May, 2015. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Browse Biafran restoration websites at www.ipob.org, and radiobiafra.co. Also browse our website at www.biafran.org, to learn more about Biafra history. Visit our YouTube channel more often for the very best of Biafran videos. Enjoy it.
Biafra, we have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra. We
morning, wonderful people. Great Biafrans, wherever you are, on this very planet, once again, this morning of the 7th day of May in the year of our Lord 2015, with the time standing at 10 minutes past 7 a.m. in the morning. I delight in welcoming each and every one of you, irrespective of where you are on this very planet Earth. It doesn't matter the continent that you're in or what you're doing, the country where you are residing or what you intend to do. It doesn't matter the city or the town. Even if you are in the heart of darkness, which is Lagos, or at the seat of damnation in Abuja, if you wish to listen to Radio Biafra, you will be able to do so. Because this very morning, as always, only Radio Biafra, I repeat, only Radio Biafra is simultaneously broadcasting on radio, online, and on satellite at the same time. Some people don't know this, but we have to tell you. Only Radio Biafra is capable at this material point in time of broadcasting on radio, on satellite, and online at the same time. Not even Radio Nigeria can manage it. That is how formidable we are. And if you had any doubt before about our resolve and our determination, now you know. Because we never just give up. We just keep going. Enemies may fall by the wayside. Detractors will come and go. They will fade with time. Because we are as constant as the sun itself, from where we are descended as the children of light. Yeah. That is where we'll continue. We're not going to change. You may change. That is your business. We don't change. Here we preach this gospel. It is the gospel of restoration of the kingdom of heaven on the face of this very earth. Therefore, I will welcome you. I will also ask you to welcome other people. Some of you are not in the habit of doing so, but we ask you to do so. Yesterday, our head of Directorate of State, MAZI Asiebu, outlined in very brief detail what we intend to do in terms of our 30th of May memorial. The day we will remember all our people that died. The day that we are going to honor those who died that we may live. This evening, the COC will speak, after which all the continental reps will then go forward to tell us exactly what they intend to do. From here this very morning, I say good morning to you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you. Those in America, in Canada, in Mexico, the ones in Brazil, the ones in Ecuador, the ones in Chile, the ones in Trinidad and Tobago, those of you in Jamaica and across the islands of the Caribbean, we welcome all of you as well, if you're awake, listening to Radio Biafra, that is. And those of you in Los Angeles, I know it is round about your either 10 or 11 p.m. on the 6th. They are still in 6th of May, whereas we have gone into the 7th here because the earth keeps rotating around the sun at a very specific angle. That goes to show you the magnificence and the grace of the Almighty Chukwu Abiyama, whom we shall praise once again this morning, and we can never tire of praising him. If we begin to proclaim the goodness of the Most High God, Chukwu Abiyama, we cannot finish recounting it until we all die. That is why we give him praise, we honor him. We say to him, we have fallen short. We are not worthy sometimes. We have sinned against you. And we ask for your forgiveness. We ask for your mercy. We ask for your kindness. We ask for your understanding. Because we are human. Some people don't believe in Chukwu Okike Abiyama. That is God. Sometimes they go to church and they pay lip service to their belief and to their faith. The essence and the reason why we do what we do is to reaffirm, to reassert, to reintegrate the children of the Most High God, Chukwu Abia Mabomu Biafra, back to Him. To make sure we connect our people back to the person that made them, the entity that created them, because they are the children of light in here. We are taking them back to Chukwu Abiyama. Therefore, onye nwem na Chineke obasibini igwe, the Most High God, Chukwu Okike Abiyama, we praise you and we worship you this morning. We have come again, as we said we would, to preach your gospel. Open the minds, the ears, the eyes of your children to receive this very message, because we just don't broadcast. Here we preach your own gospel, which is the truth. And it is that very truth, regardless of how bitter it is, that will take your children into that very kingdom that you have prepared for them. Some of them are carrying our blood of because such upon Johannine, you must cleanse them of these impurities. You must cleanse them. You need to cleanse them. Because when people run to us, as our name implies, Biafra, when they run to us, Chukwu Abiyama, please cleanse them. Make them whole once again by their association with Biafrans. If a woman is married to a Biafran, a man is married to a Biafran, because of the sake of your son or your daughter, please cleanse that very person. Because we are holy people. Sometimes we act in an unholy manner, but we are holy people, designed by Chukwu Abiyama for His grace. We ask you to accept every prayer, to accept every blessing, to accept every uplifting of name, to accept every honor, so that in the end, everything that we are doing, the world will understand it was ordained by you, now and forever. He said, my name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this very world. I command her forces and I also direct Radio Biafra. By the very special grace of the same Chukwu Abiyama, I will serve you today, tomorrow, and forevermore. One thing you can be sure of is that when you wake up in the morning, the sun will rise from the east. And that we will remain here very resolute. You will listen to Radio Biafra. Technical difficulties and the limitations of the technology of man permitting, of course. And that we will be here fighting for you every blessed day. We are not going to stop until Biafra comes. And once Biafra comes back, some of you will go and start building Biafra. Some of us will continue the work until the name Nigeria no longer exists. The name that killed 6 million of our people, that name will not exist anymore. And that is why this very month we remember them. Some of you have not been able to alter your profile pictures or your cover picture on Facebook. Some of you on other social media platforms are still unable to do the same. I don't know how you can be a Biafran. I can't begin to understand how you can be a Biafran, regardless of your affiliations. Even if you're running to Awasa Fulani, we have to remember those that fought for us. Even Oyibo, they do it every blessed year. Everywhere in the world where men have a semblance of decency and dignity, they remember those that fought for them. We are no exception. We must remember them. I get it under one. We must remember them. To tell those who are living, to tell IPOB, our family members all over the world, that your work, which you're doing right now, will never ever be forgotten. As we remember those of the class of 67 to 70, so are we going to be remembered when we are gone by our grandchildren and their grandchildren. It's about continuity. That is what we represent here. Continuity in truth and in every honesty. If you have not changed your profile pictures on Facebook all our admin, please begin to inbox people to remind them of the obligation. Begin to put it up and pin it up on Facebook as well. Everybody must. If you are a Biafran, you must change your profile picture to reflect respect for those that died for you. If you cannot do it, then you're not a human being. It means you don't understand. We are talking about those that fought and died for us. We are talking about those that manufactured their own weapons, those that refined their own crude oil. Do you know that what Biafrans were able to do between 67 and 70, no other black race can actually do it? I'm not talking about the zoo. The zoo is a child. To compare Biafra to Nigeria is an insult. It's a monumental insult. You cannot compare people who are civilized with people who are baboons and monkeys. Every Nigerian, I don't care who you are, as long as you say you are a Nigerian, you are either a baboon or you're a monkey. I can't say that what Biafra did, oh, Nigeria cannot do it. That is a monumental insult. We are refining crude oil under the most strenuous of conditions. Biafrans were manufacturing things under blockade, air, land, and sea blockade. We are making things happen. In the zoo, they cannot make anything happen. Instead, is a den of corruption, of thievery, a place where people are born to steal. Ndioshi, criminals and vagabonds. To the extent that people have even learned to steal with the word of Chukwu Abiyama. People set up churches to defraud people and to steal. They buy private jets. People set up Biafra, the most sacred of them all. Biafra, yes. People set it up to defraud people. Nezunde Madushi, Ifajuna, Nezuoshi, who was Rika Rafael, where I have Biafra Nezuoshi in the Madabanket. Some of you may be afraid of the truth, but we are not. Here we speak it. You may not like it. That is your business. But if you think that Biafra is going to come on a bed of lies, then you need to see a psychiatric doctor because your brain is not correct. Go and see a psychiatrist. If you think we are going to lie our way into Biafra, then you are demented. You are even more foolish than I had thought. Biafra can only come with men and women of unimpeachable integrity and truthfulness, especially when it comes to the issue of Biafra restoration. That is something you must know. That is something you must bear in mind. Very, very critical, very, very important you understand this. You cannot afford to misunderstand it. In truth and in honesty. Without truthfulness and honesty, Biafra will never ever come. It can never ever come close. That was why our ancestors said, once you speak the truth, you will be sustained. Once you go into lies and you keep lying, you cannot survive it. And I'm coming very close to doing that very program on our transmitter. For 6 hours, I'll run live broadcast for 6 hours to tell you what we went through with our transmitter. And before then, I think we need to release the video of our transmitter to show you. Because we don't, when they're some of them are liars and deceivers and cheats. People who are so poor. I'm not saying there is anything wrong with poverty. Of course, there's something wrong with it because in Biafra to be eradicated. But I'm saying then when they people of chronic mental poverty. Oh God, nothing can stop them. They will lie and they will cheat. This is in their nature, it's in their blood. These are people that if you check their records very well, as somebody was saying, as people were busy going to war to go and fight, they were busy cutting off people's wives and daughters. Those people are still alive today, some of them. And they gave birth to children. The same way, they are walking about, claiming they are Biafrans. God forbid. You can never be. You must return to the lands of your fathers. As for us, we are pure-blooded Biafrans, baptized in the fire of freedom and of liberty, knowing fully well every man and woman are all born equal before the throne of grace of heaven and the laws of man on earth, both spiritual and temporal. Everything created equal. We don't have any Eze. There will not be any king in Biafra land. There is no royalty. None whatsoever. We are the only people to maintain that biblical understanding and edict, that covenant with Chukwu Abiyama. To the point that we gave it to our children, that is their name. When I see all these idiots calling themselves a movie, the prince and the princess, his royal majesty, useless people. Are you Biafrans? We don't have any kings in Biafra land. No queen, no king, nothing. Village head, perhaps, or spokesperson for the council of elders in the village, yes. But no king, no queen, no prince, no princess. None was Nze also, yes. Everything is rubbish. If you have any brother or sister acting in those shameful rubbish they call Nollywood movie, princess and that is nonsense. It's not Biafran culture. Israel asked for a king, and they got one in Saul. Of course, we know very well the issue of Ethiopia, that they had all the way to the Abyssinian throne, all the way to Emperor Haile Selassie. If you understand the history of Ethiopia very well, very ancient, from Menelik all the way down to Haile Selassie, they had monarchy. There is only one child of God that believed that only Chukwu Abiyama is king, and that is the Biafran people. Not because we don't want to be subservient to anybody, but because we are subservient to the throne of heaven. Now you begin to understand. Now it begins to make sense to you who we are, where we are coming from, and where we are heading to. Because there is nothing we want other than freedom. That same freedom I shall accord to you when the barrister joins us eventually. The very eminent barrister and attorney at law, I will gladly welcome. When the barrister comes to me, I will bring him to you. Because this is Radio Biafra, it belongs to the IPOB family. Every IPOB member all over the world, this is your radio station, I will bring it to you. That is where when you call, we don't screen your calls and say, oh, you can speak, you cannot speak. This is your radio station. If you call, you talk. The world will hear you. After all, you pay for it. I mean those in the diaspora. IPOB. Remember that name very well. Indigenous people of Biafra. The world can never ever forget that name. You watch and see what will happen. We are live and we are direct, and as we are waiting for the barrister, we must proceed, of course, with our presentation this very morning of our news headlines and accompanying news summary. But before then, I must remind each and every one of you, if you have not sought after your t-shirt for this year's memorial, for the celebration of life of those that fought and died for us, you must contact your coordinator immediately. Immediately. You must do so. You must contact your coordinator immediately. Very, very important. I will therefore proceed to present our news headlines and, of course, accompanying news summary. Wherever you are, irrespective of what you may or may not be doing, I will welcome you. I will ask you to welcome other people. And as you welcome them, also ask them to welcome those around them as well. Because our duty here is to preach this gospel of heaven to preach it in truth and honesty, to let the children of the Most High God appreciate, come to the reasoning and understanding that without truthfulness, they can never ever prevail. They cannot prevail. That is why we must do everything within our capability, everything within our powers to ensure that the grace, the kingdom of heaven is brought down to this very earth, and the very visible and physical manifestation of that glory of Chukwu Abiyama is in a sovereign, independent, and libertarian Republic of Biafra, founded upon truth and honesty. We cannot stand liars. That is why we are successful at everything that we do. We have serious projects going on. I am not at liberty to tell you, but we are working very hard night and day to ensure that Biafra comes imminently. By way of headline this very morning, we are reporting that Fulani Ndia Wosana Chinama, that the people of the southeast, by which they mean Igbo people or Igbo speaking people of Biafra, they are now getting worried. As we told them they should be. As we told you why you should not vote. That if you attempt to go and vote, Awasa Fulani, they have been arguing for their rights for a very long time to have the right to do whatever they want to do. And if you look at the issues and the conflict happening in Plateau and in Benue, it is the area that they gave Awasa Fulani to drive their cattle. They believe they own it. If you go to Sharia, if you go to nomadic laws or whatever they call it, they move from place to place. Anywhere their cattle matches belongs to Fulani people. I'm sure we have told you this before, but we'll tell you again this morning. And they were arguing to have what they call highway of grazing. They don't have grass where they come from. They are from semi-arid areas. They are nomads. The only reason why you see Awasa with Nama in your mother's farm this morning or this day is because of one Nigeria, one zoo, one zoological republic filled with animals, including cattle. Anywhere you give to Awasa, what they are doing now is to force Buhari, who himself is a cattle rearer as well, because it's Fulani. That's the job they do. Fulani don't go to school in those days. All they do is move cattle from place to place and drink the blood and the milk. That is all they do. These are the things that people of Niger Delta, mind you, Niger Delta includes Imo and Abia as well. So it's quite strange. Let us say people of South. And when I mean South, I don't include Delta in it. This whole thing is a shambles. Can we just say, I don't know. Let us mention people by their names, please. These are the things that our Ishekiri brothers and sisters must know. Our Isoko brothers and sisters must know. Urobo, our brothers and sisters there as well. In Ijo, Ibibio understands this already. And also Efik. What you need to know is this. Anytime that you grant access, you enshrine it in law, what Fulani people are now doing is to agitate, because their man is now in power, the terrorist is in power, and a former cattle rearer. So they're campaigning. They said, for us to stop killing people, you need to give us designated highway where we drive our cattle through. If you give them such tract of land, or piece of land wherever you come from, if you allow them to be given a piece of land in your village, you're finished. That land belongs to Fulani people. That is how they expand. Today, Igbo speaking people are complaining about Fulani. Why are you complaining? When they brought APC to you and we are arguing against APC, what did you do? I think some of you idiots, did you not go out to say Rochas, So why are you complaining? I want them to come. I was saying, bring your cattle. And then you start looking up to IPOB to try and help, to mobilize people, to tell people, let us stop them. But when we told you don't vote, you didn't hear. If you join them, you go on with them, and that oil that they are taking, we can get one. If you're not a freedom fighter, you can never be. If freedom fighting. If you forge certificate, it's not a lawyer. You to get a working in Lagos. You see, BIAFRA. No, it doesn't work that way. It's consistency. Some of you were not consistent in Imo State. Now you're getting Awasa. Now you're complaining. They say here, activities of Fulani in the Awasa. Nachinama is now worrying Igbo speaking people. Now is the morning. Oh, why are they telling us not to vote? We want to go and vote for our right. But I told you so. If you vote, you are inviting doom upon yourselves. It's beginning to happen. Stubborn goats who don't listen. You think you're smart. You don't know Awasa is very smart. They are coming with their Fulani cattle laws. What it means is that the Fulani people must be given, since you don't want them to come to your farm, they need a highway to be traveling. And once you give them the highway, they occupy it. It's theirs. They're no longer moving from there. You think you have sense. Oh, we are in one Nigeria. You are in one Nigeria because of the creeping Islamization. Islam is fighting even Europeans to stand still. How about you? Christianity is giving up on itself. How about you? You think because you're a Christian, somehow Christians will come and save you? You people are dreaming. You are dreaming. The reason why we keep saying this all the time is to remind you, to tell you, to make you aware of what is going to happen before it happens. Did we not tell you about these people, that they are going to come for you? Have they not come? Did we not report on Radio Biafra about this highway? How do you think they conquered Borno? Fulani people. How do you think they penetrated Awasa land? They wanted the right of passage. Awasa people gave them land. They say, oh, walk through here. Don't come into the town. Go through here. Take your cattle through here. Fulani occupied all those areas. By the time they attacked Awasa people, it was too late. Today, Awasa is the eternal slave of Fulani people. Awasa will be a slave forever and ever to Fulani people. Every emir in Awasa land is Fulani. Do you know that? Every emir is Fulani, with the exception of Shehu of Borno, the only one who is Kanuri. For your information, some things you don't know. If you ignore history, it will repeat itself. It's going to happen. That very conquest that did not happen 300 years ago is about to happen with your own permission. You are allowing Awasa Fulani to come through APC. Ndiara. It's going to happen. Oh, who is going to be Senate? It's our turn to be Senate President. Those who were Senate Presidents before, what did they do for you? You see how people reason. Oh, it's our turn. Those who it was their turn before, what did they do for you? The answer is nothing. But you don't learn anything, do you? You don't learn. Well, just on the first headline, that's about the activities of Fulani Nachinama. Awasa Fulani, cattle rearers. The person, the terrorist elect, is a cattle man. He's a Fulani, so he was raised moving cattle from place to place. He's going to be sympathetic to his people. Now you understand it. Now you know. Next time you will understand. Even better when we speak. As we are saying this, so listen, the Senate have now passed a law on Fulani and farmers' conflict. A law. Fulani. How did they get the Senate to pass a law? By killing people. If they go to Benue, they kill. They go to Plateau, they kill. They go to T.Y. Danjuma's village. The traitor that betrayed the Irons, they kill people. They go to Gowon's village and they kill them. But Gowon is safe and Danjuma is safe. They are living in Abuja, having fun, but their people are dying because of the consequences of what they did. People don't understand who the Fulanis are. The Fulanis, they came from Niger, having marched all the way from Timbuktu in Mali. Everywhere they come to is, it's our cattle. It's us and our cattle and my wife and 2 children. Can you give us land where we can, at least our cattle can feed and we can also be able to sleep? That was how they came to Sokoto. They took over Sokoto. From there, they moved into Kanu. They moved to Katsina. They moved to Benin Kebbi. Everywhere to Zaria. The same method. You think they are human. You can. The cattle, they have to feed. You give them stream, or you give them a pond of water to go and feed or water their cattle, or the cattle can drink. Then after that, they take over your land. Fulani people from the zoo, the answer is no. Nde Fulani, are you originally from Sokoto? The answer is no. You came to Sokoto. How did you come? First with cattle. After Nama, then they come and they occupy your land, and then you're finished. Fulani, that's how they spread. For your information, in case you don't know, they first of all go with cattle. You think you're dealing with idiots. You don't know they're highly sophisticated intellectually. By the time you know it, your land is gone. It's only now that they're crying and what's up, people? We told you do not vote for a reason. You claim you're intelligent. We said don't vote. If you do not vote, the world will know that you're very, very serious about fighting for your freedom. Because anybody, I don't care where you come from, south or south, you can be so south until you're in Brazil. That is your business. One thing is certain. One thing is absolutely certain. This very zoo, it either falls under Islamic conquest. When I tell you I told you so, you start scratching your head. Which program is it? Write it down. That is why when you're listening to Radio Biafra, you come with a pen and a piece of paper. Please write it down. What we are saying this morning. Fulani will take you over. They will run you into the ground. Because some segment of white Europeans and Americans, they want Awasa to be in charge and Fulani, so that you'll be poor forever. Everybody knows that there is no country in the world being governed by Awasa Fulani that is doing well. Give me an example. I will repeat what I said. There is no country in the world. In fact, Niger is one of the poorest countries in the world. It's Fulani territory. And Hausa. One of the poorest countries in the whole world. Is it Chad? One of the poorest countries in the whole world. Name it. Is it Mali? Anywhere you have them, they are poor. Naturally poor. When I tell you something, you can Google it. Go to Google, please, and check. Is there every country in the world presided over by an Awasa person is one of the poorest countries you have? I said go and check. Go and have a look, please. Then you understand why you must keep Radio Biafra going. Because the news you get here can't get it anywhere. I said there is no country in the world. Ghana was doing well until Awasa man came, Mahama. Today, Ghana is rationing electricity. But they were doing very well before, until Awasa man came. I said, show me an Awasa or Fulani country or territory. Awasa people are Fulani slaves. They are their slaves forever and ever. Fulani is the ruling class. Awasa, Wondinagozi, Iran boys. Show me a country presided over by Fulani, because they are at the bottom of the poorest countries in the world. That tells you all you need to know. Some of you don't know history. Well, Buhari is going to reform the economy. Buhari is going to give us light. I was looking at idiots and I say, because when I say you are dumb, you're not educated, you think I'm insulting you. I'm not insulting you. I'm telling you a fact of life. Show me, or show me a country where Awasa Fulani is in charge and there is progress. I said, show me now. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. Mankind is listening to us. Of course, they have to. They have to and they need to. This is Radio Biafra. That man has come again. Shoyinka. You know, yesterday we went to work on him. My goodness me. And yesterday. We finished him in true Yoruba style. He is saying, oh, I did not do anything. Oh, I didn't do anything. But the Yorubas are busy promoting him. They said he was participating at a Black Heritage Festival. But he's withdrawing his comments. He said, I no longer, it's not what I said, though. It's not what I said. And because we hit her, you know, Yoruba are very clever people. Very clever. You know how we hit them on Shoyinka not being the literary giant that he claims to be. Yoruba newspapers, they are now trying to drum up his achievements in terms of his literary accomplishments, so to speak. But attending a festival and giving a speech in a symposium doesn't make you Chinua Achebe. I want you to name Yoruba. Tell me one best world bestseller of Wole Soyinka. It's a book that he wrote that everywhere in the world is reverberating. I said, name one. You know my questions are not difficult. I don't know why people find it hard to answer. You said Wole Soyinka is a Nobel laureate. He was given the Nobel Prize for literature. And before you are given Nobel Prize for literature, you must have written some books now, isn't it? I said, name one now, one of that is known all over the world. Because if I go to Sweden now and say things fall apart, they will say, yes, we know. Isn't it? If I go and say things fall apart, they will say, yes, we know, things fall apart. Name one book. I just want people to name one book written by Chinua Achebe. By Wole Soyinka. In comparison to Chinua Achebe. I said name one international bestseller. There was a country is even an international bestseller. Name a book written by Wole Soyinka that can even match there was a country. Talk less of things fall apart. That tells you all you need to know. But this is Radio Biafra. If you keep listening to us, you will keep learning. That's what we said. And when we open our lines to take your calls, we also learn from you. It's a two-way street, you see. You learn from us and we learn from you. This is the only place you can come to. Every morning and evening, you get knowledge, you get education, you get wisdom. Here on Radio Biafra. No other place. This is the finest radio station in the whole world. Bar none. Compulsive listening. Addictive listening. I said addictive listening. Mandio Chamandisioji. Both human beings and monkeys and baboons. You listen to Radio Biafra, become addicted because the truth is spoken here. They think we are joking, but of course we are not. We are moving ahead. Soyinka is saying, I did not say it. I've been quoted out of context. He issued a video saying, look, a heavily edited video. We went to work on him. This is Radio Biafra. Why I targeted why you're finished. No coming up again. Ask Okorocha and he will tell you. Ask Ifajuna, Wazurike, and they will tell you. We never let go. Soyinka is in our sights and we cannot let go. With facts and figures. We don't say things for the sake of it. Oh, shut up or get out, your mama, your papa. We don't believe in that. We give you facts based on what comes out of your own mouth. That is how we destroy you. Completely and totally. You can play your games and your tricks. Never come close to Biafrans. Ifajuna was Rike Raphael, go and be managing your hotel. No one hostel, no hotel. Leave Biafra alone. Biafra is not for you. You are a thief. That's all you are. Sent by Satan to confuse the children of God. But you have failed woefully. The zoo government records 1.3 trillion revenue shortfall in 3 months. They have stolen the money in Dioshi. Nobody knows what to believe. Tomorrow they say, oh, we borrowed 4.4 trillion. The next day, it has fallen by 1.2 trillion. Nobody knows what is the truth anymore. All this trillion here, billion here, million there, dollars, euro, is all coming from Biafra land. And you travel to the areas the oil is coming from. People are so poor, the land has been polluted. And all people can talk about is resource control and amnesty money. Amnesty money. Your land has been polluted beyond repair. Our mothers are dying in the riverine areas. No hospitals, no schools, no roads, no electricity. And you're telling me you want resource, you want to be given 13%. Is it 13% for the children who are coming up? Is it for free healthcare? No. It's 13% to 4 or 5 people so they can go to Abuja and build more houses. And they claim they're fighting for the people. Very sad indeed. Reminds me of Raphael Ifajuna, who was Rike. You have a house, a freedom fighter with a house in Abuja. Freedom fighting. We must continue. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. Independent marketers refuse to load petrol. It's called ransom. This is the wickedness of. This is why I castigate. Some people say, but in this Yoji, the way he insults, I will insult you because you're a baboon and a monkey. You're an animal. Don't you know that you need petrol and kerosene and diesel to run an economy? There is no electricity. People, factories, they need diesel to run the plant so that people can go to work and manufacture goods and services to be able to pay people to continue to buy your petrol. Common sense. But your stupidity will not let you. Your hopelessness will not let you. Black people in this OG. There is petrol, but they don't want to load it. They want factories to close down. And if factories are shut down, how can you then pay people their wages to be able to fuel that? I don't understand the reasoning behind all of this. Petrol subsidy, Yoruba scam. They take the oil, Wando, oil block OPL, oil block CPU, oil block SMC, rubbish. That is not enough. They even want the refined product when it comes in. They are called independent marketers. Independent of who? Independent marketers of petrol and the kerosene. Marketing what? The same product that is coming from my father's compound you're marketing to me. Yoruba is selling me petrol. Yoruba, do you have petrol in your land? Do you have crude oil? The answer is no. But now you're selling me petrol and kerosene. And people are busy talking about pipeline security guard. I don't know. Honestly, I do not know. We are bringing you what is happening in the damnable Geological Republic for you to know why we must leave this place. Why we must leave this entity of darkness. Darkness everywhere. Everywhere you go to, there is fraud. Even in Enugu. Enugu Primary School levies illegal fees. School levies pupils illegally. Headmaster can come in the morning. They have their headmasters meeting. They say, "Nah, my daughter na lady. Why don't we raise some money?" They go to school and they introduce a levy. Everybody must pay. If you don't pay, they send you out of the class. You know, I remember in those days when we were small, if you don't pay your school fees on time, you'll be sent home from the class. You know, you will see people who can barely afford to pay their fees, and they are sent home from the class. But by then, in the same school, there are Wasa kids who are there on scholarship. They get everything. They say they are from educationally backward states. Why are they backward? Because they move cattle from place to place. They are cattle headers. That's their job. That's how God made them to be moving cattle about. It's in their system. As Buhari is, if you bring him out now, if you give Buhari a stick, it's in their blood. You'll be wondering. It's in their DNA. That's how they were raised, to move. They are nomads. Nomadic people don't have fixed address. If they go with their wife and their cattle, if they go to Zungeru, they give birth at Zungeru. They answer Zungeru. They don't have address. Do you know the meaning of nomadic life or nomads? You know, we read English language, we don't understand it. They don't have any fixed abode. It's only maybe the Sultan and the Imam very close to the mosque propagating violent Islam. The rest will Benine. You see, if mistakenly you throw a stick to Buhari, he will catch it immediately. Jonathan didn't know what to do. If Jonathan had wanted to win the election, all you need to do is to bring cattle, Chirenama, Ishim, or Wasa, in front of APC or face with stick, give it to Buhari. He will abandon what he's doing. It's in their blood. He's Fulani. And they are nomads. he will drive the cattle so much that he will forget he's from Katsina. And wherever he sees, he will pitch his tent there. It's in their blood. Echenama. This is Radio Biafra. They don't want our children to go to school. You are asking little children in school in Enugu to pay fees that their parents cannot afford. But meanwhile, the parents, you're owing them salary, you have not paid them. So where would they get the money to pay the fees then? Okay, there are people abroad, isn't it? Okay, in Texas, can you send me money, please? That is why those of you in the diaspora, you are more powerful than you can ever imagine. More powerful. But of course, you've done it. At least you've given them Radio Biafra. And very soon, Biafra Television and also our newspaper as well. You have done very well. IPOB family, I can't praise people enough, honestly speaking. IPOB, my goodness me. What you have accomplished will last forever and ever. I'm telling you that. Anger as fuel scarcity defies solution. There is no solution to the fuel scarcity because these are black people steeped in evil. These are weak. If you want to see the human face of wickedness, you come to Black Africa. As you're looking at a black man, you're looking at evil and wickedness. For example, South Africa. They can kill black people but not whites. That is how their brain works. And that is why I castigate them, because of their stupidity. Foolishness. Why is there fuel scarcity? Does it mean there is no fuel? No, there is fuel. Somebody says, no, I will not supply it until you pay me 3.8 trillion. Of whose money? Did we not pay you when you were moving the crude oil away? We did. You sold the crude oil to your Igbo partners. You only importing. You took out one tanker load. You are bringing in ocean liner, ocean tanker. When you're coming back, you bring in only one truckload of fuel, and you want to hold people to ransom before you can. They said, "Oh, Buhari is going to the fear of Buhari." I said, "You people don't know anything. This zoo, nobody can fix it. Even if Yahweh were to come back, Jesus Christ, in the zoo, he cannot fix it. Nobody can. This place is the abode of Satan. We continue our work, which is unending. We never ever stop. Never ever are we going to stop. The time is 3 minutes to 8. We are spreading the gospel of restoration of the full and absolute sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra in truth and honesty. You may not like it if you're a liar, but we are doing our best to spread this very gospel all the same. CCECC workers protest unpaid compensation. Workers of China Civil Engineering Construction Company. Even China, they have civil engineering construction company in the zoo. But in China, they are throwing our people inside jail. Amazing. DCOG, black people. Hey. You know, sometimes I want to observe the level of ignorance in we black African people. And on Ibuisi, the more you look at it, the more you are drawn to it. Because the level of stupidity prevalent in black Africa is unimaginable. You cannot imagine it. China has a construction company. Germany has one in Julius Berger. I think, I don't know who owns Cetraco. You have Arab contractors, you have China, you have Julius Berger, you have Cetraco, you have, what are they? All of them from abroad. Now the question is, does it mean that all the people going through your universities graduating as civil engineers, they cannot build roads? I'm just asking. Now, does it mean that banks cannot advance soft loans to 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 graduates of engineering to go and buy their own earth-moving equipment and stone crushers to start building roads? I'm just simple, you know, my questions are so simple. So you allow China to come and build road here. Germany is coming to build road. Everybody is coming to. How do you develop your own construction companies then? Very simple question. But you are baboons and monkeys. So now you see why I call you baboon or a monkey. Now you can see the reason why. I don't say it just for the sake of it. I say it because it's the truth. Baboons and monkeys you are, all of you. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and direct. And Chukwu Abiyama is in heaven presiding over our activities. Chukwu Abiyama, Nonigwe, is taking care of what we are doing here. The news in greater detail. Fulani, Fulani slaves. You know, everybody, you have their slave. Awasa is Fulani slave. The same way that Igbo people in Lagos are slaves to Yorubas now. If you want, you can kill them and throw them in the lagoon. If you like, you can give an interview and say they are very greedy. Anything you like, you can do to them. Nobody takes care of them because their leaders are busy scavenging for money. Have they spoken again? The answer is no. Compromised people. Compromised. The news in greater detail, please. This is Radio Biafra. With the time now standing at 1 minute past 8 a.m. in the morning. This is Radio Biafra. The activities of Fulani headsmen in some communities have become a source of great worry to the people of Southeast Zone. That means Igbo-speaking people. As I told them it will be. Because when you tell them something, they don't listen. When they killed us at Irete, we told you. When they went to Ibeku, where I come from, and killed somebody, we told you. When they went to Enugu and raped a woman to death, we told you. But, oh no, leave it. You people are scaring people. You are. You're scaring people. Now, your lamentation is in the open. The activities of Awusa Fulani is beginning to worry Igbo-speaking people. The people are worried that Fulani headsmen have continued to kill, maim and rape women in most of the routes where they pass with their cattle for grazing, wondering why the security agencies turn blind eyes to complaints from victims of robbery and rape committed by suspected Fulani headsmen. The same thing we told you was going to happen. It has now happened, hasn't it? Fulani are taking over your land, not just your oil. For those of you saying, oh, we want resource control, which you can never get. If you're listening from South, or Niger Delta, which includes Abia and Imo, whatever that rubbish means, Niger Delta, you can shout for resource control from now till the year infinitum. Nobody will listen to you. They can come and give Edwin Clark, maybe give him one oil block, maybe access to private jet to go and see the Sultan of Sokoto. But you can never get resource control. The only way you can get your resource control is through Biafra. Everything else is rubbish. Through Biafra, I said, not any other name. People are answering Upper Niger, Lower Niger, Middle Niger, all that nonsense. The continuation of the same garbage by you white people. You want to change your name. You're afraid of answering your own name. It was a German that said our name is Biafra. That is what we are going to go with. Our name is Biafra. Not Lower Niger, Upper Niger, Middle Niger. No, that is a white man's. I can't answer nigger in my father's compound. No. Niger means nigger. That's the meaning of it. Nigger in Latin, Niger in French, and Niger in English. For your information, I can't answer nigger. So those saying they are with Lower Niger, I like what they're doing. Lower Niger Congress, but that's not our name. Our name is Biafra. If you're afraid of saying who you are, then I wonder who you are. My name is Biafra. Not lower or upper of anything. Because if you say you're lower of something, that means you acknowledge the existence of an upper. You must have a relationship with Upper Niger then, which is Awusa Fulani. Is that what you're telling me? That says no to that. As I said, think and reason very hard before you say anything, please. Because Radio Biafra, we are observing, listening and watching. People are crying, Igbo speaking people. Some of you listening, your mother will not tell you that she has been raped. You know, our women are very, stoic and very reserved. Your mother is dying because she has been raped by an uncircumcised, filthy, when I mean dirty, Hannah Hassan. They rape our mothers in her own. You come to our mother's farms and you rape our mother in our own farm, in our own land. Police does nothing. So by crying in the newspaper, you think you will solve the problem. How do you solve it? It's the issue of resource control, isn't it? How do you control your land? Is Biafra. No other way to do it. Only Biafra. Oh, let us go and shake hands with Buhari. Maybe if we align with APC. If you align with APC, will it stop cattle men from coming? The answer is no. The answer is no. Then what nonsense are you talking about? Why can't you call a spade a spade? Why can't you call a spade a spade? These are the things that some of you do not know. These are the things we endeavor to bring to your attention. That our mothers are being raped when they go to the farm, but they don't tell you. Therefore, if your mom has ever complained of sickness before, suddenly call your mom. She may have been raped by Awusa Fulani, but she will not tell you. You know how our mothers are. They won't tell you. The next thing you know is that your mom is dead. No, but Awusa gave her disease. People in Umuahia are complaining it is here. People are shouting and saying, police, why don't you arrest these people? They are raping our women. Where is Ifajino Wazurike Masop Ndio Shiwanamu? Useless people. Because they are busy kidnapping. Masop is a bunch of kidnappers and thieves in the ocean. Oshebe. If you want Ebani's Woshi, you go and hire them. They'll go and steal for you. But Masop is there, and our women are being raped by Awusa Fulani men because their guy is driving federal government of Nigeria car. And Anemoke Biafra Makadi Mama. Do you see how foolish people are? How many did you believe? And I'm telling you the truth. The only thing that Masop can do is to kill Owazurike and bring out his body so that vultures will feed on it. Or else they are facing eternal damnation, all of them. When they were busy kidnapping people, collecting money, extorting money from people, Awusa Fulani is busy raping our mothers to death. It is here. People are complaining in the open. This is not news by Radio Biafra. It was actually carried by Vanguard newspaper for information. Because we blog news. If we write it, we say it's not true. Until you read from Yoruba man, you know you don't have any self-respect or self-worth. That is why there is no house in your village. You go to Lagos and build a house because you're useless. You are foolish. This is Radio Biafra. They are raping your mother. Call your mother and ask her how far, because she may have been raped, but she will not tell you. You are in one Nigeria. This is why we want Biafra. Don't you understand it? You don't understand it. This is why we need Biafra to come in truth and in every honesty. Some of you will not appreciate what we are doing, but sometime in the future, who knows, you may be able to appreciate at last exactly what we are doing. To be honest with you, I don't even feel like presenting any other news today. To be honest with you, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. Let's continue. They have fuel scarcity. Very sad indeed, isn't it? Fuel scarcity. Why do they have fuel scarcity? Because a human being decides that I want money, holding the zoo to ransom. And the zoo doesn't have money either. The persistent drop in oil prices and low receipts from non-oil sources may have led to it is what led to 1.3 trillion shortfall in revenue accruable to the Awasa Fulani controlled Nigeria in the first 3 months of this year, investigations have revealed. The National Assembly had, while passing the 2015 budget last week, approved a benchmark oil price of $53 per barrel, which is $1 higher than the $52 per barrel proposed by the executive. As a direct result of raising the benchmark price, the gross federally collectible revenue had increased by 169 billion from 9.61 trillion to 9.78 trillion. But where is the money? Is any of you, have you seen trillion before? The Manu Nala Biafra, they take oil from Biafra and they load it into tanker in the ship. It goes abroad. They pay them in foreign currency into NNPC account. That money, NNPC based in Abuja, that money is then transferred to CBN based where in Abuja. They then share it to Sultan of Sokoto. They share it to all the people that they want to share the money to. And the people from the villages where the gas and oil is coming from, they're in poverty. They can't feed very well. Those people in those places, are they well? In your community, oil and gas is going out. You don't have anything to show for it. Chronic poverty. But it doesn't affect you. Maybe if you make noise too much, they come and take the leader. Say, oh, come to Abuja. They give you a 50-hand car and give you money to buy to live in a self-contained room. You start talking about, oh, let's work something out. The federation of this our nation. Look at all the so-called militants. They give them money and they forget what they're fighting for. They start talking rubbish about guiding oil pipeline. They must make up their minds. There is no money in the zoo. It is now the job of the Senate to write. Can you believe such nonsense? They took a budget to the Senate to say we are forecasting oil to be retailing, or we expect to sell crude oil at $52 per barrel, given prevailing trends in international market. People who did not go to school, and they sat down and said, hey, Bakomi, no, they should be 53. Who told you it's $53 per barrel? Is it your job as the Senate? People must understand, is it your job as a senator to be adding money or subtracting from budget? The budget was submitted to them to either accept it or refuse it and make recommendation. Then pass it. This is how things work in a civilized country. Pass it back to the Treasury or to the Minister of Finance to make the amendments and then resubmit. At the floor of the House, they use their pen to write and say, oh no, because that is the only thing they have now. They don't sell anything else. They don't export anything else. Apart from corruption, their biggest export is corruption, fraud. Their biggest revenue earner is oil. That is all they have. So every budget that they're planning to prepare is based on crude oil coming from Biafra land. It's not a coincidence that they don't have oil anywhere else. It is not a coincidence. There is no oil anywhere else. Everything comes from Biafra land, like the lecture we were giving yesterday about the house of God. Exactly what was written in the book of Numbers. Everything is correct, complete. You will be pillaged. They will destroy you. But in the end, you will rise up because you are blessed. So says the Lord of hosts. Chukwu Abiyama, Chukwu Okike. There is no money in the zoo. The zoo is broke because they only sell one product, oil. A rentier economy. R-E-N-T-I-E-R, rentier economy. That word was used by my very good friend, Goran Hayden, who's an economist. Rentier economy. That is what they run. Sell only one product. That is how you know people are backward. That is how you know people are uncivilized. They are very crude. That is how people are. That is how you know that how animalistic they are. They only sell one thing. Nature gave them that, crude oil. And that's it. So the Hausa man is saying, no. No, it's $53. Our man, how do you know oil is $53? Do you monitor international oil market and trends? The answer is no. Leave the experts to do it. They will not allow them to do it. At the floor of the House, debating chamber, they are telling you that oil is not $52, it's $53. And these are the people you call senators. Oh, let me go and vote. I'm going to vote. The people you're voting for, the animals. You don't want to understand. Now, this is the proof. No, they will call you again next week and you go and vote again, isn't it? Mad people. And you expect something to change when your ignorance is what is fueling all the nonsense happening in the zoo. Your ignorance, wretched, pathetic ignorance, is what is fueling the nonsensical garbage in the damnable zoological republic. Someday, I pray that some of you will come to your senses. You will be able to understand, because right now you are incapable, infinitely incapable of discernment. You cannot reason things through properly. You cannot sit down and analyze and critically appraise. You don't do that. That is why everybody is poor and wretched. That is why Asaba Airport is closing down. And you keep quiet. That is why Awusa Fulani and Nama, they are raping your mothers. You cannot do anything about it. You are abroad. What are you going to do? The only thing is that if she's alive, you go and do Thanksgiving. You go and give money to pastor. You make Thanksgiving. Senate is now passing a law on Fulani people. The Senate yesterday passed for second reading a law that will bring an end to conflict between Fulani herdsmen and farmers that has resulted into loss of lives and property across the zoo. The new law is always Fulani people killing. Boko Haram is Fulani, cattlemen Fulani, everywhere, and the Fulani and the Awusa killing people for no reason. You want to be in the same country with them? Mad people. The Senate passed for second reading a law that will bring an end to conflict between Fulani herdsmen and your mother in the village and father. The new law was contained in a bill for an act to establish the National Agency for the Great Green Wall, for the implementation of the Great Green Wall program in the country and for related matters 2015. Senate leader Victor Ndoma Egba sponsored the bill, which is a proposal. Somebody's thinking, I want this thing to be law. It is called a bill. You're recommending, can you please consider to pass the thing into, what is that? It is called the Great Green Wall Program. Listen very carefully. Green Wall. Listen. Leading the debate on the bill, Ndoma Egba explained that the passage of the bill will address land degradation and desertification in the Sahara and Sahel regions, enhance food security and support communities that adapt to climate change. Stating the importance of the bill, Ndoma Egba said the bill will help address degradation and desertification in the Sahara and Sahel regions, enhance food production, reduce poverty, minimize social conflict between pastoralists and farmers with the attendant loss of lives. It will also support communities to adapt to climate change. The new law, it was gathered, would also seek to establish the National Agency for the Great Wall for the implementation of the provision of the Convention of the Great Wall Program in the zoo. Management of What they're saying is that they're going to prepare a highway for Awusa Fulani people. Everybody is spending. This is another plan to spend money on Awusa Fulani people. They are planning to create highways, the Great Green Wall. Highway for Awusa Fulani to move their cattle about. That highway, maybe it can cut through Njaba. And that particular piece of territory is a highway for cattlemen. You don't dare step on it. They have the right and the laws to do so, backing them. Now somebody wants to enshrine it into law. And they have passed it for second reading. Is going to succeed. Do you see how those of you asking for the source control, do you see how this zoo belongs to Awusa Fulani? They are planning to spend even more money on them. Shame on all of you that abandoned Biafra. Shame on all of you because of stolen property belonging to other people in Port Harcourt. Shame on all of you. It is happening. Things are happening. And hopefully, one day, you will all come to your senses. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. It's being reported that Soyinka have now released a video saying all those things that we are reading, I did not say them. And the video has been heavily edited. The coward is on the retreat, as we know he would be. He's a Yoruba man. They are born cowards. These are natural born cowards. Natural born cowards. They are also showcasing his work by his own people. The question I'm asking Yoruba journalists is, can you tell me one international bestseller that Soyinka wrote that could have prompted the Nobel team to award him the Nobel Prize, please? One. The answer is none. The General Overseer, Highway to Grace Assembly Church, in Nsukka, Enugu State, is Reverend Chikamadu Eze, has threatened to sue the authorities of the Model Primary School, School 1V, or is this School 4, in Nsukka, over alleged illegal imposition of 1,300 on the 600 pupils in the school for the construction of toilet facilities. Our children are being asked to pay money to build their own toilet. A child going to school. And the government is saying through the headmaster that there is no toilet facility at the school. Obama, I hope you're listening. And Cameron. Those who are asking, why do you want Biafra? Another reason this morning as well. Our children go to school and there are no toilet facilities. You can imagine when a child wants to ease him or herself and there is no toilet about. Imagine if they're having running stomach, what will happen to them? These are the things that when I think about it, I don't know how I feel, to be honest. Anger is not the word. People were saying yesterday how angry they are. If you're not angry that your mother could be raped or has been raped already or about to be raped, you then worry about your children going to school without toilet facilities. Then the added insult of you having to pay for it. And then on top of all of that, the resources and oil coming from your land is providing schools with toilet for our Fulani kids. Is building Lagos with toilet and flyover. But where we come from, there is nothing. Our children, so you take our oil, you are owing our parents their salaries. You still want us to contribute money to build toilet for our children. It's not fair now. Is that fair to you? Now you can see another reason why we want to be free. Why we want Biafra to come. This General Overseer of the Grace Assembly in Nsukka, Chikamadu Eze, has warned that it was not the duty of the children going to school to build toilet facilities for the school, and asked both the school headmistress, Mrs. Ogechukwu Namani, and the management-based committee of the primary school to stop the alleged illegal levy. Children to build their own toilet. Oh dear. And the money for this toilet is sitting in Swiss bank accounts, is sitting in American accounts, is sitting in banks all over the world, stolen by people. The money for the, I won't say the flight ticket, the money for flight ticket can build the toilet. No, is can build toilet for the school 15 times over. I'm thinking of Dangote's 10th wife. Her nail vanish. They cut us on a Tanaka, nail paint is worth more than what they're asking for to build toilets in a school. And where did this man get his money from? From the oil coming from Biafra land. And where are these school peoples from? They are from Biafra land, where the oil comes from. And you're telling me that we are not mad. Oh dear. We continue. This is Radio Biafra. There is so much anger everywhere. People are hyperventilating with anger and rage. Why? Because of fuel scarcity. The fuel situation in the zoo appears to have defied all solutions as the scarcity worsened yesterday, heightening the suffering of motorists and the general public. The thing about the zoo is suffering and pain. Suffering and pain. That is why you're a baboon or a monkey in the damnable zoological republic. You are accustomed to suffering and to pain. Of course, in this COG, what do you know? Black people. Sad indeed. Despite promises made by oil marketers on Monday, the zoo will be flooded with petrol in the coming days. The situation had continued to deteriorate on a daily basis, with people finding it increasingly difficult to buy the commodity. The authorities, saddled with the responsibility of regulating the downstream petroleum sector, Department of Petroleum Resources and Petroleum Product Pricing, all these useless names and quangos agencies, they have failed to take any significant steps towards addressing the crisis, as senior officials of the organizations have refused to respond to queries about the issue. Even NNPC, everybody, welcome to where nothing works. The damnable zoological republic. Everything is upside down. Everything is satanic. The devil is in absolute control. The damnable zoological republic. Very, very awful indeed. Extremely awful. Hopeless, if you ask me. The zoo redefined. If you bring animals here, I would prefer to interact. In fact, it's better to interact with a Nama, being moved by a Fulani Awasa, than to interact with Awasa or Fulani themselves. And who is in power is a terrorist. They have just voted him in or rigged in. He's a miracle worker. There is fuel scarcity now. Let us see what we're going to do about it. Mad people. Insane people, if you ask me. This is Radio Biafra. Of course, we are live and direct. Our lines will soon open. Please, when you call us, turn your system down. Very, very important. Workers of China Civil Engineering Construction Company at the ongoing 29 billion Ikorodu Road reconstruction project. 29 billion Ikorodu Road. The work is going on. But they want to dredge ordinary Calabar seaport that Jonathan started in December could no longer go ahead because of no money. But isn't it very funny? I'm saying this for all the so-called militants saying we want to guide oil pipeline. We are oil pipeline guard. There is a project of 29 billion going on in Lagos, Ikorodu Road. I want you to name any project of 10 billion going on in Bayelsa right now. Name any project that is worth 10 billion going on in Bayelsa, where Jonathan comes from. The answer is zero, zilch. Now you can follow what we are telling you. The aggrieved workers working on the 29 billion naira Ikorodu Road by China. So China will now take the profit from this construction and then go back to China. Is that not correct? But if you had awarded this contract to an indigenous company, tell them we'll pay you up half of the money up front on the condition that you go and bring in fact, we'll give you credit note, go and import the machinery. Start this road construction. That thing you have learned at university, come here and put it into practice. You will see how well they will do. But nobody gives them a chance. Instead, you tell them to go to that China company and look for work. A Chinese man will be in his air-conditioned office in Ikoyi, and you black monkeys will be on the road suffering. What do you know? This is Radio Biafra. The aggrieved workers with placards chanted protest songs in front of the CCEC office in Majidun area of Ikorodu, Lagos, as early as 10 a.m. Some of the placards had inscriptions as CCECC, stop cheating us. Pay us our payoffs. They were cheated. In China, you are locked up in prison. Chinese will come to the zoo and they lock you out of, in this COG. Disgraceful. Now you see why we say what we say about black people. Maybe you should be apologizing to us that we are not even hard enough on you. In China, they lock you up. They raid anytime that they like and they lock up people. But here, even also in Ikorodu, in the zoo, they will not pay you. They lock you outside. Useless people. Black people. Oh God. This UG. That concludes our news presentation this morning. I am not able to reach the barrister. I can't reach him, or the barrister is not able to come to me. If you can come to me on Viber, I will appreciate it. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct, and Chukwu Abiamabu Chukwu Okike is our God, of course, creator and creation itself. Our lines are now opened and you are at personal liberty to contact Radio Biafra. If you call us, we will take your call, and we will try today as well to see if we can take some of your calls on Skype as well. There was no Skype call yesterday. We see it today if we can take your call on Skype. And if you didn't know before, our Skype name is Radio Biafra. Somebody wrote yesterday saying, why don't you want to accept? We said, because there is no need for it. If you call us, even if we have not accepted you, if you call us, we will be able to take your call. We are live and we are direct and we are going to the line, please. And I'm going to give out the number again. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? The caller, no, they cannot hear me. They cannot hear me, or they were testing out their lines to see how good they are. I don't know what the problem could be. Let's try once again and see. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? The caller on the phone, can you hear me? Yesterday was very good, but today is not so good. I think Ndiara Badago. It's bound to happen. Once in a while, it's bound to happen. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good morning, Director.
Good morning to you. Please, your name and where you are.
I am Chukwu Kadibia Chiamaka. I'm calling from Independence Layout in Enugu.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
I thank you so much for all the things you have been doing for us Biafrans.
Thank you.
Yes, I have been listening to this very particular Radio Biafra for over 3 months now. And thanks be to God, I've been able to get you today. I am so much in support of what you're doing. I'm not just in support. I'm a member of the IPOB in Enugu. And I've been trying all the best I can to give the little support I can. Everything is going on very well in Enugu as far as the IPOB meeting is concerned. And possibly we may be having our meeting coming Sunday, as the coordinator told me. I really need to appreciate you. In fact, I have no doubt about all the things you have been saying. Listening to your broadcast this morning, I'm so much elated. I'm so much excited hearing that Wole Soyinka is denying what he says. But another thing again is, within my environment, within the independence layout, people are skeptical about the coming of Biafra, but I continue to tell them that definitely it is going to come. People, I listen to the radio every morning after my going to morning mass. If I come back, I'll listen to it. I'll on the radio, switch on the radio, where everybody that is within me will be listening to it. You see? People will mock me, people will say a lot of things, whole lot of things, but I will always continue to tell them that come rain, come shine, that this very particular freedom will come to us. You see, I want to continue to encourage you. My own self, I'm not even happy with myself regarding the situation I am in this very particular zone called Nigeria. Because as it is, I am a graduate. I studied mechanical engineering in practice and in theory. I can defend myself very well, and I am very good in electrical works. But unfortunately, where I find myself is just in a hotel, in Villa Toscana hotels, so to speak, working there, wasting my time, wasting my knowledge, wasting all the skills and experiences that I have. But I am being encouraged by what you're saying. What you're telling us is really making me to have hope that God is going to restore our land, is going to give us our freedom back. And when we regain our freedom, we know so well that He will continue to protect us from the hands of the Hausa and the Fulani. I thank you so much for what you're doing. And I'm really in support of whatever is going on. Because I know, I am convinced, and that is why I also even started to support the IPOB as little as I can with my might in Enugu here. Please continue the good work. Continue the good work. If you call the coordinator and ask him, the coordinator in Enugu, and ask him about Chukwemeka, he will tell you about me. And if there's any need, if you look at me or if you think about me and you think that maybe there's something that you can take away from me or that can be useful for the restoration of this our land, Biafra, I am so, in fact, so free to come and give myself in. So that is what I have to say for now. Continue the good work. We know that Chukwu Abiyama definitely will come to our rescue. Whatever the Hausa and Fulani people are planning and the Yorubas are planning to do to us in this very particular land, they cannot take over everything. And I am encouraging everybody who is a member of IPOB within this zoo or within this our land, Biafra, to continue to be strong, to continue to have faith, even though they will be criticized. The criticism must come. But when the criticism comes, it's only those who are strong that will resist it and stand firm to defend the cause. And I am one of those who will always stand strong and defend the cause. God will help us through Jesus Christ our Lord.
He said, thank you very much. He's not going through on that one. Yes, Barrister has come to me and I must go to him so that we can come to you. Barrister, I know that you are with me and you can hear me now, and I'm more delighted than anybody else to welcome you to this morning's edition of our program. Please, you may proceed if you can.
Good morning, Director.
Good morning to you, Barrister.
Director, the Viber has been ringing for the past 30 minutes.
Are you serious? Know. It rings?
The problem with the connection. Yeah, it's been ringing, yeah.
No, it didn't show here.
But
I do apologize. Go ahead.
It's okay. But we're here. Thank you, Director, for the news this morning and everything you read about what's happening in the zoo. Let me start with the Chinese people and the construction in the zoo. We always lament, but we should not be surprised what is happening in the zoo. Director, remember the words of Sokoto. First, Hausa people. If there's no Hausa people, they will look for expatriates before they could consider anybody else. And this is exactly what is happening. The Chinese are killing our people, imprison them. Same also in Germany. You know how many of our people in prison? But these are the people working in the zoo. But are they working for or working in Biafra land? No. So, we cannot be too shocked or surprised because we're not in control. We are not the people in power, and nothing is coming on our way. So, we should not worry much because it's been preordained that this is the way the zoo will be. And that is why we cannot have any stake or have anything going on for us. So what we are suffering now has been laid down, that's the way it will be. Not until Biafra comes. There is nothing in that particular zoo that will benefit any of us. Apart from an except if you are a crooked person, if you are working with Hausa Fulani people around, then you could have a pittance from them. You're right. our own people in Igbo land who are looking for pipeline job and security job and all the rest of it. Yesterday, we are talking about the Hausa women getting loan, not only from the Europeans, also from our own oil. But they are scrapping for security jobs. Their land immersed with oil and diseases that go to it. And now, the Hausa Fulani Boko Haram cattle wearers, their bill is going on. Second reading. It's going for the third one. They are making payments to those who are killing our people, creating every avenue to better their lives. But what is bettering us? Nothing, absolutely zilch. Our people are suffering every day, begging to be given a part of what belongs to them. Yet, they cannot see it. Yet, we are asking them, this is the right way. Look this way. They are still looking left, not knowing what is coming on their way. The worst is yet to come. Their own brother was there, who is, of course, half Igbo. Did you do anything for them? They should not expect anything good from the terrorist himself, because they will not get any benefit. He will turn around and say to them, if your own brother did not do anything for you, what are you expecting from me? And quite rightly, so it will be. Now, I want to show you guys. Yesterday, yes, we dealt with him and whatever he says. In criminal law director, when somebody is threatening you that this is what he will do, or this is what you will do, or saying that this is something he says that you did, and then later retract, the person is not committing a crime. There's no crime against that person. One of the can say that this is what he says against the Igbo people. When we hammered him, he retracted and backtracted. He didn't say anything again. Even Warrior, our own lead singer, said, so obviously he didn't commit no offense. Let's leave that with him. And of course, next time, those who are writing on his behalf and those who wrote for him, or if he writes for himself, he'll be careful that Biafra Radio is here. Radio Biafra is here to counteract or counterbalance any insults coming our way. Now he knows, and now he cannot trust it again. Director, good morning to you. That's all, my lord.
Thank you very much, Barrister, and also good morning to you. Thank you very much for that. You have graduates who cannot construct roads, that you have to go to China to go and bring in a construction firm. There is corruption seeping through every vein of every monkey or baboon in the zoo. There is something wrong with these people, honestly speaking. Something is terribly wrong with them. A place of mediocrity. The caller on the phone, I wonder if you can hear me.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Please, your name and where you are.
I'm calling from Aba. I'm Ezekiel Elechi.
Ezekiel Elechi, thank you very much. Please go ahead.
I'm congratulating you for what you are doing.
Thank you.
I say, may God bless you.
Chukwu Abiyama, we praise.
Sir, from our place, from Amafre, our place, they are not getting it. And this man are cheating them. Wazika cheating them, because when Mazop came out, all our people, they came out and joined Mazop. Now, Wazika selling. He's still collecting money from them. Last 2 weeks when I went to village, I meet one man and they spoke about RPO. They want to say, I said the man, no. Wazika had disappointed all of us. He said, he don't know what to do. I give the man your number. I tell the man to call you. You will discuss and you will dictate him more. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. Let this thing reach our place, sir.
We are doing Amasri. Where is Amasri? Which local? Okay, boy. Yeah, of course. We are doing the best we can. If it depends on the support we get, that depends on how fast we can propagate. If we get the support, then we'll propagate, of course. We'll do so.
Because
but, yes.
If you go there, many people are mazed because they came out in a mass. Both Amasi and Nafi people.
Yes, I know. Of course. It's understandable. But because if you talk about Biafra, people come with all their heart and all their minds to do Biafra. And then, true to form, Ifajuna, somebody raised in poverty. That is why it is not good for Bunyanon to head any freedom fighting outfit anywhere in the world. There is nowhere on this planet where somebody from a very wretched, poor background leads any freedom fighting movement. It never happens anywhere. Go and check. Never. Only in the case of Masop, where somebody without anything at all came out to say that he wants to lead the people. Along the way now, some of the things I've never seen before in his life, like flashy cars and the shiny buildings, it attracted him. He abandoned what he was meant to be doing to start doing something else. When that didn't work, he dabbled into kidnapping and into blackmail. Useless man. Just and then I'm a blackmailer. You're wasting your time. The fool is there right now, driving a federal government of Nigeria car. In the name of freedom fighting. Maybe he will thank Buhari very soon for giving Chukwumerich a state burial. Mad lunatics. Yoruba people will write about them because they know they're not serious. Those of us who yesterday we stopped showing his tracks, didn't we? That shows how formidable we are. We are live and direct, and the world is, of course, paying attention to us. And people are calling us on WhatsApp. Let us go to them and see what they have to say. This is Radio Biafra, the caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, your name and where you are.
Hello?
I don't like people saying hello more than once. If you say hello more than once, you'll be off. If you say hello more than once, once you hear my voice, you begin to speak. I don't want to be wasting time. Hello. That is rubbish. We don't do that here on Radio Biafra. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? If you don't turn your system down, I will cut you off. Can you hear me?
Yes.
What is your name and
Hello?
where are you calling from? When you call Radio Biafra next time, turn your system off. Go ahead.
Good morning, my director.
Good morning to you.
My name is Obianuju. I'm calling from Aba.
Obianuju, thank you and welcome to the program. Go ahead.
I'm very, very happy for this particular program that is going on. Since I started listening to this Radio Biafra, I started knowing some certain things that I've not been able to know before. In terms of history, because I love history well. When I was in secondary school, I was planning to do history. But by the time I get to senior class, there was nothing like history again.
Oh,
so hold
on. By the time you got to your senior class, there was no more history.
Nothing like history again.
My God.
So I am very, very happy with this. Even my father was an ex-Biafran soldier. He is 85 years old this year. So many, he gave us so many history that even I didn't understand, because when somebody is telling you about what you did not know and you did not understand, you may not take it serious.
That's correct.
But with this Radio Biafra, I started understanding what my father was telling us then. Even as I was telling my father that there is something like Radio Biafra, that Biafra is trying to come back again, he was very, very interested. But the problem is that he cannot get Radio Biafra. So I traveled to our village because of this particular issue. I tuned his radio, tune. I couldn't get it.
Where is your
We
village?
are from Adazian in Anambra State.
Adazian.
All very close to Newi.
Okay, close to Newi. Close
Yeah.
to Newi. And you didn't get it?
So,
wow.
Yeah, I couldn't get it. So he's very, very interested. He wants to know, and he even wants to speak with you. Because the way I explained everything to him, he was very, very happy. So what I want to thank you first. I want to commend you for your good work. It's not easy. If only saying it alone, nobody can stand and say such a thing in this country. But for saying it alone, I commend you. You have done it all. I know that Chukwu Abiyama will bring Biafra.
Of course.
Coming to what is happening in this Zoom. In fact, I am sick and tired of this country. There was a day I was discussing with my husband about this Chukwu Abiyama thing. He didn't know about Chukwu Abiyama. He was asking me what is that Abiyama mean. I said when I was small, I was a Catholic then. Our block rosary, there was a drama that we did that time. We used Igbo language because many people are now interested in English, everything English. But we were using our own language, so to show our language. The way we describe God then was Chukwu Abiyama. So I didn't know what it means, but that was the word we used. So, and if you watch all those olden days drama, Igbo drama, like Michael Olihede Madam, Oburanyang, they refer to God as Chukwu Abiyama, that will do those things that no one can ever do from those dramas. But now nobody is recognizing all those things. People are interested in foreign something. But I'm very, very happy now that you are able to tell our people all those things that they have forgotten. Some people don't even know about all these things. But it's just that I'm able to recall what has happened then since I started listening to this Radio Biafra. I commend you. I thank you very much. All the members of IPOP, you people are trying. For me to know that outside the country, that there are IPOP members there. In short, it's not an easy thing. Nobody can ever. I've not heard about such before. But God, in His infinite mercy, is going to guide you. He will continue guiding you until we arrive to our destination. Yes, continue your good work. Forget about whatever that is happening or what anybody is saying. But what I want to ask, in the case that was there, you gave a news that Good Luck is now questioning Buhari about his rigging to this particular seat that he is now. Is there anything that Good Luck is still capable of doing now? Can he do anything again, if not to come out from that seat?
He can't do anything. His time is up. It's finished.
So there's no need. It's better for him to take the money that he realized and go to wherever place he wants to go and leave people to know what they are doing. There's no need of saying all this rubbish. We have now know what is happening in this country. Every day people are praying. God give us our. We are only asking for our daily bread. Nothing yet. We cannot see our daily bread. Our children are being sent from school. They have been sent out. This is the third or fourth week since school started. Many children are on the road now because there is no money to pay for their school fees. And yet, people are saying that that they are in Nigeria. Their country is Nigeria. I cannot be in a country where you cannot see food to eat. You cannot pay your children's school fees. School fees is not school fees. So people that are paying like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Maybe you have 4 children. Yes, you cannot be able to see 20,000 to pay for your 4 children. Not to talk of people that are paying up to 10,000, 15,000. You cannot bear such school. Look, that is the problem we are passing through now. But yet, they don't even want to know about us. They don't care. They are talking about their women. They are interested in their women that doesn't know anything, that doesn't come out. So you can't even describe them. You can't even know them. Even when they are coming out, they will be like a masquerade. They are the ones that they are interested in. But those that are intelligent, They don't even care. So I thank you very much. I pray that Chukwu Abiyama will continue to guide you people. He will continue to lead you till we arrive to the destination that we are asking for. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my dear sister, and well spoken. And I wish that people at your village will be able to join us very soon. It depends on the thing is that I don't want to stress people at home. That is the problem. People in Biafra land, in the zoo, I don't want to stress them. But if there are people that we can approach to ask them to help us to propagate, then we must do so. We must do so, please. Very, very important. We must do so. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. And heaven, of course, is presiding over our proceedings with the time now standing at exactly 5 minutes to 9 this very morning. This is Radio Biafra. I am trying to see if we can take 1 or 2 calls on Skype as well. People from abroad, they feel shut out completely. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Hello, sir. I'm hearing you, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Please, your name and where you are.
My name is Shibika Lawrence. I'm from Aba. I'm Indigenous official and Biafran local government area of Naija State.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
I want to commend you the way you are doing in Biafra land. May God bless you immensely.
You say, and bless you too. Go ahead.
Okay. The other thing I want to comment is the attitude of our people in this Biafran land. The way of Igbos are behaving, I don't like it. Instead of them to come in mass and support you for the good work you are propagating to us, they are just backsliding. I don't know the pattern or the behavior of our Biafran and Igbo people, sir. Look at what the Hausas are doing to us. None of them is ready to fight for our rights. Now, today, the curtain has been drawn. Look at the way Good Luck did. So before Good Luck enter into the seat, he came to Abahia by Umugu, commission 500 kb of electricity watt. Whereas over 1 year and then I don't have even single electricity in my yard, despite using of my generator set. I know how much I'm burning for fuel every blessed day to see that I see like in my yard and my shop. Not only that, we don't have any good rules. Even in my yard, now people, the people that live in my yard, none of them is attending school. The children there, look at how they litter here and there. Which we are saying we are in a country called Nigeria. So I'm thanking you. If people that you bring their mind as an eye to fight for our rights, I will definitely do whatever that is cost. Even if it costs my life to give you Biafra, I'm ready to do it. I'm telling you the good data. I am one of the IPOB members in Asamoah where I'm living. So may God bless you. And
you too. Thank you very much. IPOB is everywhere, international and local. We are everywhere. Indigenous people of Biafra. But please also beware. They may want to answer our name, IPOB. Jokwese. To peace somewhere. Oh my, we're only one chance. Be very, very careful, please. Amandianeze. People can steal in the name of Biafra. People can rise up. Because on the 30th of this very month, we are going to remember our heroes and heroines, those that died, that we may live. Those of them with Biafra at heart, those that went to battlefield and never came back. We are going to honor them. We are going to remember them. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct, and our lines too are opened. Should you wish to call us, I feel sorry for those of them from abroad, They can't get a look in anymore. Goodness. Oh dear. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yeah. This is Helen Owamonyama.
Thank you. Please turn your system down. Turn it down completely. When you call Radio Biafra, turn your system off. If you don't turn it off, it is too difficult for us, please.
Hello.
Yes, have you turned off your radio? Yes.
Yeah, I've moved away from my radio. I'm Helen Owamonyama from Amafo, Ohaji, Imo State.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you, Director. All you are doing, we are here. We are interested in what you are doing. May Almighty God continue to be with you.
He said, and also
we are living in World Bank housing estate Aba here. We are living in Aba here. We are suffering too much. That is no light. That is everything. Nothing. That is, we are suffering. We are supporting you. We are hearing your voice every day in this Biafra radio. We are interested in what you are doing. May God continue to help you. May God continue to be with you. This is my first time of calling.
Thank you very much, my dear sister. Thank you very, very much for that. People are suffering. You can hear it. Everywhere you go to, there is suffering. But there is the difference between Biafrans and other black people. Black people around the world, they suffer and they do nothing about it. The difference between blacks and whites is that when whites suffer, they do something, they find the solution to the problem. But black people, no. Never. They wallow in poverty, in misery, and in pain. But Biafra is going to change all of that. Biafra is going to change it. I don't know. We have people also on, we are on IMO, IMO, please. Those of you from abroad, you can call us on IMO. IMO is not for those calling from the zoo or from Biafra land, because you are dominating the lines, and rightfully so. But anybody, if you are able to, you can call us on IMO or IMO. If you have it from abroad, we'll take your call. It's not for people who are local, please. We want those of them from abroad to be able to call us as well. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Please, your name and where you are.
Yeah, my name is Mr. Chimobi.
And where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling you from Fourth Road.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
I'm happy to get you. I've been trying your line for the past 4 months now.
You're very lucky.
Please, Director, I really want to thank you this morning for what you have been doing for us. And I thank the people at abroad, the IPOB members, for what they are doing to us. Because of this media, you have educated us very, 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 very much. There is many things we don't know, but through this Radio Biafra, we get to know them. And one thing I want to assure the Biafran people, yes, I want to tell them something. Because when you see all these soldiers, these monkeys and baboons of Nigerians, they can intimidate you because of the gun they have at hand. Because when you have your own gun with you, well armed, they will stay 100 miles to negotiate with you. They are dealing with ordinary civilians because you did not have anything to protect yourself. Look at Boko Haram. Look at Boko Haram. How many years now they have been existing in Nigeria, but they could not do anything to stop them. So I advise every member of IPOB who volunteer himself to be a Biafran soldier, for him to be more courageous, because when we march, these people are going to do nothing to us because we know that we are going to defeat them. I absolutely know that is for sure. That one, I know, I quite know it. They are going to do nothing to us. So please, Director, when this place will be when this place will bomb, in fact, I would like to volunteer myself too as a Biafran soldier. Director, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. I'm listening. I seldom interrupt people. Please go ahead. I am listening to you.
So, Director, I don't know how to thank you. May the God Almighty bless you. May the God Almighty bless you. And please, sir, if there is anywhere this radio station can be circulated all over Eastern region, I mean Eastern region, forget about this thing. They are talking south, this data. They are dividing us. They are trying to bring division into our land so that they can have every right to do whatever they want to do. So please, if this radio station can be circulated, all the whole Eastern region, people will be listening to this Radio Biafra, because this Radio Biafra, I cannot even do anything every day because of this Radio Biafra. And please, sir, don't keep away from us, because this station is a healing station. It's a very big healing station. Any day I did not hear this station, I don't know how I felt. Even in my family, when I listen to Radio Biafra, There is nothing. Everything I'm doing, I will abandon it. Even as I'm talking to you, I am inside the house watching it. After listening to it, after it, then I will go to my shop. So please, sir, is there anything we can do to make sure that this Biafra restore? Please, let us do it.
Yes,
even
we are doing so.
Even if it takes 10 years, 15 years to be free from these people.
It will not take, no, God forbid, it can't take that long. Never.
That's what I'm saying, because there was a lady that called me yesterday night, and she was saying that if this thing can require her own blood to make sure that this Biafra exists, child. Oh God, if you see how I felt last night, a lady can call to make such comments on the air, to donate his blood, to donate her blood, to make sure that Biafra exists. Wonderful. Then who am I? Who am I to stay back?
She's a child of Chukwu Abiyama. That is why she's a child of a daughter of heaven.
Many people have been calling, bringing their own opinion. But there is another thing I want to tell you. Please, sir, not everything that will be discussed on air. These Hausa Fulani people, when they enter, they will have their own discussion. You will not hear it. Only when you will see it when they execute it. So if we can use, if at all, we can use that system, not everything that will be said on air, I will be very, very glad. So that, we plan something, they will know nothing about it. When they will know it is when we begin to execute it. So please, Director, all Biafran people, please, try to make sure that whatever we are doing it with one mind, because united we stand, divided we fall. These people have brought a lot of damage in our life. They have go to schools now. There is no way they can tell you any history of Biafra or anything, so that you may learn from there. No, they can never. My secondary school, my primary school to secondary school, no teacher have taught anything about this Biafra. Look at how they have shifted it off. Instead of bringing light, maybe enlightenment to us, it's only you. In fact, this Radio Biafra, I have now been educated by this Radio Biafra, honestly. There is no university that is more than Radio Biafra. So please, I am very, very happy to get you this morning, honestly, to speak to you this morning. Please, Director, I know that God, Almighty Jehovah, I said Almighty Jehovah, will guide you and protect you.
He said,
in Jesus' name we pray.
He said,
thank you, Director. Keep on. God is with you. God is really, really with you. Because nothing moves me. But this Radio Biafra, since this January, I have started listening to this Radio Biafra. This Radio Biafra have touched me enough. And I have learned a lot from this Radio Biafra. To be honestly with you. So thank you, Director. Keep on what you're doing. We are solidly behind you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
And God
well
bless
spoken.
You.
And Mechuku Abiyama Purimi bless you as well. Thank you very much for that. Onye nwem gozi unu niile n'otu n'otu. Ndị ọ ga-adịrị mma. Ndị hụrụ eziokwu n'anya. Ụmụ Chukwu Abiyama. I have a caller on IMO. Is that correct? Can you hear me? The caller on IMO, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Director. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
Oh, dear me. I said yes, I can hear you.
All right. My name is Carlo Agwo. I'm from Akano Hawk in Biafra Band.
Yes, and where are you calling from?
And also, I'm calling from Malaysia here.
Thank you.
I'm
from
the
Malaysia.
secretary of my zone of the Indigenous people of Biafra here. Yes. Director, I just want to thank all Biafrans who has been living up to expectations here in Malaysia and around the world. I just want to say hi to everybody. We are not calling regularly on the line because we want our people who are at home to join us so that the message will be easily spread at home. For us here in the diaspora, we are doing our best and we are trying whatever we could do to make sure that we go back to our land because we are not comfortable here. Some people are at home and they think and believe that we are plucking money on the trees and that we are happy. We are not. No place like home. Where we are, even if you have a private jet, nobody recognizes you. They don't know who you are. Nobody knows you. So we want to go back to our home and build it so that we can switch off our electricity. We will have electricity. We want water. We open the tap and get as it is. We are seeing it here. That is why we are doing this. We are not here to do it for our pocket or to enrich ourselves or to keep money for our children or to go outside to banquet. We are not. What we want is Biafra. Biafra only is what we want and nothing else. Take your money, take your resources, take everything you have. Give us Biafra. We want to go home and relax and take care of our families. That is what we want. We want our people at home to understand what we want. We don't want resource control. We don't want to be given appointments as ministers. We don't want that. What we want is freedom. Freedom from Islamism. We don't want to be Islamized. We are not Muslims. We want a society whereby we will be able to choose what we want to do, and we do it in our own way, like our fathers have done before us. That is what we want, Biafra or nothing. Thank you, Director. I thank you for everything that you have been doing for us. The education alone is something that we cannot write home about because it is too much. It is penetrating in every soul that listens to Biafra, no matter how they would like to hide it. But the truth is there. You can see it in their behaviors. Many of them are surrounding us. They are listening in their secrecy. They don't want to identify with what we are doing. We cannot stop them. We will not fight them. But we know that we are waiting for them at the same roundabout. Because what I have discovered on Radio Biafra is that no matter how things are, everybody, before you go round, you come at the same point that Radio Biafra has been pointing. I foresee this Radio Biafra the day when I came to Malaysia one day in 2012. As I was sleeping in the night, and I had a dream that somebody I didn't know the face from heaven telling me that I should use Yahoo Messenger to call all our people so that we go back home. When I wake up in the morning, I say, I cannot do this. I don't know how it is. I just go to my internet. I saw Radio Biafra. I saw the name Nnamdi Kanu. I said, okay, God uses that my name to tell me that someone, the Messiah, is before me. Since then, things has never remained the same in my life. I have continued to progress because the Lord God Chukwuabiama has been with me. Since the right day I started to listen to Radio Biafra. Director, continue with your good work. I want our people to benefit just as we have benefited because we are going to our land of Biafra. Thank you, Biafrans. God bless all of us. Amen.
You say, Carlo Agu, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, and I welcome it. Malaysia is very close to my heart. Anybody that knows, it was Malaysia that gave us the very first $10,000 we put towards the purchase of our transmitter. That can never, ever be forgotten. Of course, they fell by the wayside because anywhere there is something good, lurking behind is always evil. It's only nature. That is understandable. That is human nature. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. And Chukwu Abiyama, of course, is with us all the way through. I have a caller on Viber. Can you hear me? They have gone. If you call, please. And somebody is on the line. Let me go to Aimo once again. The caller on IMO, can you hear me? I have a caller on IMO. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, my director. Good morning.
Good morning to you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you. Where are you calling from? Your name, please.
I can hear you, my director. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
My name is Clifford Washuku Uswani. I'm calling from Sweden, in Gothenburg City.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to go straight to some point about this, the most ugliest president in the history of humankind. I'm talking about Obasanjo himself. Him daring to bring back a sum of amount, let's say about $200 million that he assumed was mistakenly stolen. That means he had lot and lot of more kept or stashed somewhere. So my thing is about the terrorist-elect Buhari. He has been preaching about change in the zoo. And now, for anybody to take him by his word, because they say you just take the bull by the horn. So he got this man bringing back such amount, and the only thing for him to show to the whole world, to Obama, to Cameron, to whoever the international support has been for him to be there, is to take up this person, especially Obasanjo, IPB, Shonekon, and Abdul Kalami, and not to forget about his closest man to his side. I'm talking about another devil himself, Ahmed Tinubu, who has broken the record of IBB, of stolen or looted funds. So that alone will bring a kind of a little peace to the people of the zoo, if he can do that. Otherwise, he's still on the same square, the same circle, running around the same circle without doing anything. And I want to talk about this, the relay station in the East, whereby this group of people were asking for money to be paid. It's a big shame. It's a shame to those people. It's a very big shame to their whole offspring, to their whole household, for what you do for your own land, for your own fatherland. You're asking for money to be paid to you before the station can be on air. So it's a big shame. They should go back and sleep and think over it. So, and the other thing I want to talk about is about this Okorosha and co. Okorosha, or the cockroach himself, or whatever if it is his name. He will never sleep in peace. And when Biafra comes, he should be cast out of the land of Biafra. That should be his own portion of punishment from Shuku Abiyama. And to round it up, Director, I want to thank you very much for your courage. Just like the last caller said, this lady that called last night and was even offering her blood. I listened to the program. I couldn't sleep. I felt so deep in my heart to the lady to offer, not to talk about those men who are there to keep an eye on the relay of what will be of great, immense achievement for them and their unborn children. They're asking for money. What a shame. What a shame. My director, I want to thank you, because it's not easy for you to leave your child, your wife, and spend most of the days running around. And you're doing a great job. May Shuku Abiyama give you the peace that your heart desire. I thank you very much for your work. May God bless you.
And you too. Thank you very much. I say to that. I have a caller on Viber. Is that correct? They are never there. I take it and then they disappear. No discipline. The caller on Viber, can you hear me? The caller on Viber, can you hear me? No, it's not working. Let's go to the phone. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yeah, my brother. Good morning.
Good morning to you, please. What is your name and where are you calling us from, please?
My name is Chinedu from Isekenesi, Delta South, Imo State.
Isekenesi. I love the name. Isekenesi. Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
My director, please, I want to use the opportunity, first of all, to announce our IPOB family meeting coming up on Sunday.
Yes. Where is it happening?
By 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Give us a telephone number, not the venue, please. Which number for people to call if they want to attend, please? That is what we need.
Okay, the number is 081.
Yes.
66.
Yes.
35.
Yes.
26.
Yes.
57.
57. Which area is this? Which zone is this, please? Name the areas is covering. Go ahead.
In Olu Zone, Idato South.
Okay, Olu Zone, Idato South family meeting is happening when? When is the date?
Sunday.
On Sunday.
10th of May.
10th of May on Sunday. And the number to call is 081 663 526 57. That's the number to call for Idato South family meeting. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my dear brother. Thank you. Thank you
my dear.
very, very much. Thank you. Our family meetings everywhere. We are getting together. We are assembling. And all over the world, people are converging around the truth. That is why we are never going to go away. Because we speak the truth always. Without fear before our enemies. People shouldn't worry. The likes of our brother Chika is there. Very soon. We'll go everywhere. Don't worry about that. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? The caller on the phone, can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me. When they join out, some of them, they hear our voice and they also. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? I have a caller on the line. Can you hear me?
Yes, my director.
Yes, please. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, director. I am Sunday from Aba.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Yes, I'm so happy because I know this is an opportunity for me to call you and get you. Since almost to radio started, I am trying. I have never get you. Getting you now is just like I get Jesus Christ. Because you are my director in this. You are my helper in this. Biafra radio is only way man can listen. Only radio that can revive man. Only radio can exalt somebody. Only radio that can quick death from the grave. Only radio that can make miracles. Only radio that can make man to be happy. I am so happy. I'm telling you as I'm speaking now, I don't know how to read and write. I am speaking as if I am educated. Because Biafra radio have educated me. I am so happy. I am so happy. I am only saying, just remaining where you are. It's only God of Abraham. God that makes us to know the secret of his name in Igbo land. Biafra. Making us to know that Chukwuadiama is the only name that we can measure. Only name that we can have. Any name that we can stand on and get Biafra. And I'm telling you, we are going to get Biafra. Biafra is our land. It's so small when Biafra to go war, but I am so small, but I'm now almost a young man, but I'm still believing that I will reach the goodness of Biafra because you are my director. Through you, Biafra is coming. Really blessed. May Chukwuadiama give you really happiness of life. I pray in Chukwuadiama's name.
Ise. Thank you very, very much for that. Thank you. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct And family members are calling us and friends of Biafra from all over the world. Onurube Wanabaloso, that is why we attend family meetings. That is why we are not going to abandon Ijo. We will not abandon Ishekiri. We will not abandon Isoko. We will not abandon Urobo. We will not let Egala to escape us. Neither are we going to abandon Idoma. Ibibio is naturally with us. That is your closest blood brothers and sisters, is Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom is your closest relative. Akwa Ibom and Efik, because Efik is the derivative of Ibibio language. Efik is a language, not a people, please. I hasten to add. Igbo and Ibibio, one. Igbo Ntakahabo. This is Radio Biafra, the caller on IMO. Can you hear me? I have a caller on IMO. There is a delay before they can hear me. Please bear with us. Can you hear me? The caller on IMO, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Director.
Thank you very much.
I can hear you, Director.
Thank you. Thank you. Turn your system down and talk to me through IMO, please. Good morning to you.
I can hear you left and direct, clear.
Thank you very much. Go ahead, please. Your name and where you are.
My name is Festus Ikwebu. I'm calling. Okay. Morning. My system is down already.
Go ahead. What is your name?
My name is Chinoso or Festus Ikwebu. I'm from Enugu State, Eziago. I'm residing in Onisha, Ompo here.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead. In
Biafra land.
Thank you. Go ahead.
My director, I want to compliment in a very good work, in a very good, great work you are doing for us. I want to bless you extremely with the name of Chuku Abiama. My director, since this day I have been listening to this lady of Biafra. I'm trying to reach you all the time. I have made call every 1 million times. I haven't ever get you. Thank God for having the opportunity to be on the line today. This man that called himself Locha Okolocha is an evil man. We don't want to be talking because of that evil man. Let us just have in mind what we do to him. As he's accepting Islamists to come in Biafra land to defy it, Chuku Abiama will never leave him unpunished.
You see?
My director, I don't have to contribute, but I'm just here to compliment and ask you to keep it ahead. It is roaming everywhere. There is nobody in this Biafra land that say that is not hearing about the lady of Biafra. I will be in New Pass Junction. Talking to people will be. I have seen that when I started it. I am seeing when I wanted to talk, people will be saying, "Hey, stop this! It's no, leave it." But now everybody is joining on. I went to Enugu. Everybody before people is not joining, but now people is joining on everywhere. People are calling me Lady of Biafra. They have ETO. Some people will say they will have ETO. Your brain have entered to Biafra. I will say that, but now they are not talking it again. They're just calling me Lady of Biafra. So my director, I will withdraw so that other people will talk. Just carry it on. Keep it on. The thing is entering. By the time they will know it from them.
Of course.
Please, is my number showing? If my not showing, I want to call you with my number so that they can have my number. I want to join to the Biafran army.
Yes, what you need to do is to attend your local family meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you. I welcome the passion and enthusiasm, please. You must, as a matter of course, attend your local family meeting. Thank you for that. This is Radio Biafra, and I have a caller on the phone. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Director.
Thank you very much. Please walk away from where you are or turn your system down or off, whichever one, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Your name and where you are.
I'm from Onisha. I'm coming from Onisha. I'm Sunday recruiting by name.
Thank you. Please go ahead.
Okay. So what I want to say now is about because of I was in North. I was in North, spreading in North, Yobe State. So when I was there, I witnessed many things that I want to speak on to Dialecto. So what I witnessed there.
Your system is on. When you call Radio Biafra, please don't allow your system to be on. If it is on, I will disconnect you. As I said before, if I can hear you, that means the whole world can hear you. Once I ask you for your name and where you're calling from, you know that you're on to the whole world. Turn everything off or move away from where you are. If you continue to play your radio or you're close to your radio, I will cut you off. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you very much. Please, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Director, my name is Ugo Chukwuagogo. I'm calling from Awada.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, of course I can. Go ahead, I said. Go ahead.
Yeah, Director, please, I want to comment on your work. Honestly, I don't know how to appreciate your work. Since I started listening to Radio Biafra, automatically my life, my attitude, my reasoning has changed. Therefore, please, Director, I want to tell you that people of Onisha, they are not complying, honestly. I've been trying to preach to many people, but they are finding it difficult to understand. Everybody is after their business at main market, but I am doing my best to ensure that they are listening to Radio Biafra. The other day, I called a brother of mine at River State. I told him about Radio Biafra. I started persuading him, telling him about Radio Biafra, but I thank God that today he is listening to Radio Biafra. So, my brother, I want to thank you for the work you are doing, and God Almighty will pay you back. Honestly, the work you are doing is something beyond human understanding. No ordinary human being can do it. It is beyond even my own understanding. Thank you. God bless you. And my advice to you, is to let you understand what happened when Moses was trying to take the people of Israel from out of Egypt. I want to assure you that it wasn't easy for Moses to convince all of them at once. Even on that day they are taking off. I think not all of them agreed, but they have no option than to follow them. Therefore, I want to advise you, do not relent. And I know that God Almighty is always with you, and He will be with you till the end. And one day, we shall actualize Biafra, and everybody will be happy. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. You are kind, and all of you are full of kind words this morning. My goodness me. Very kind. But Chukwu Abiyama is the one we praise. Chukwu Abiyama is the one that we bless. We are live and we are direct, and I am going on to IMO to see who is there. The caller on IMO, can you hear me? It takes a while to go through, please. The caller on IMO, can you hear me?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you, please. Your name and where you are.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you very well. What is your name?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Chukwudi Otumbo. I am called from Hong Kong.
From Hong Kong. I've not heard your name before. Are you part of the family in Hong Kong? Are you one of us in Hong Kong?
Secret listener and a secret member.
Thank you. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, of course. I've been hearing you. You said you're a secret listener. I said, go ahead. We can hear
Hello?
you. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I have a message for you.
Go ahead.
Number one, the name Chukwu Abiyama. You explain it as Ibeyanso Imaronyobo.
Yes.
Whereas the Chukwu Abiyama, our forefathers worship, is God of Abraham. The meaning of Ibeyanso Imaronyobo is when you come close to him, you will know him. If you turn to him, you will see him.
because he is invisible. He is everywhere, omnipotent and omniscience. Ebe ọbụla ị nọ, ịchọ iru ya, ị ga-afụ ya. Nke abụọ, the second message is that the people from Niger Delta, they are even eagerly to join more than you. But because they don't have information to this Radio Biafra, they don't have any information. Go and watch a video titled It is Time to Secede. It is time for Niger Delta to secede from Nigeria by Briggs. Just type it in YouTube, you will see it. You will see the people there, they are very eager to secede from Nigeria. But nobody tell them they don't have access to Radio Biafra. That is a number one. Access of information is a very, very great weapon we need. Second, a guy last time said that Ojukwu fought with a gun and bullet, that we need to find another dimension. He forgot that this your style is another dimension. BBC and the other world radio stations have blackmailed and they did very bad image on us. But this your approach is a very redemption. It's a very good way to revive our image. So this our radio station is a great weapon and in another dimension. I tell you, if this radio station can be, if we can do it and everybody can hear it, it is a great weapon than bullet and a gun. So, my brother, I think this is the best thing that can happen to us. We are designated to be punished. Look at Israel, what people are doing to them. We are designated to be punished. They will kill us. If God saves us now, we are very lucky. Otherwise, they will still kill us. I think the best thing is for us to rise up against these people, because if not, they're coming slowly, and that is their Islam. Islam is designated to kill all infidels. They call us infidels. You can never do anything with them. So they are your enemy in any way. Jonathan tried to appease them, but you don't know he's appeasing the evil people. They can never be appeased. So I think the main thing we can focus now is how to use this Radio Biafra to go inside the villages, especially in the Naija Delta area, so that they can hear the good news. Because this radio is a redemption. Since as I will say, since 15 years now, I've never bothered to tune radio, but because this radio is on, I'm always on radios, and this is the only radio I can tune on for a long time now. So I think if this can happen, and the TV again for international purpose.
We are doing that. We are doing weapon. TV. All the arsenal we have. We want to, what you're saying is of course correct. We want to educate our people first and foremost, so they understand.
So I think,
and then we move on.
Let us stop.
Can you hear me?
Okay, let other people speak. I will
Thank you very much. And continue to attend the family meeting. Secret listener, he is no longer secret. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yes, Director. Director, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Please, your name and where you are.
My name is Ikenna Afese, calling from Okozo.
Okozo.
The coordinator of Okozo.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Please go ahead.
Director, since over last 3 months ago, I've been trying your number. Doesn't go. So now, I thank God I reach you. So, the whole people in Okozo, please, let everybody come and join hand and support what the director is doing for us. Director, I want to announce our own meeting. We're having our own meeting after this Sunday, next upper one. For those that didn't know that we have a coordinator here in Okozo, please get your pen and your paper to have my own number. right now. My number is 081 081 026 449 960. I repeat, 081 026 449 960. Because I do not know that we have a family meeting, IPOB family meeting here in Okozo. Everybody should come and join IPOB family meeting in Okozo. Only once, since over 2 months ago now. I did not hearing anybody in Okozo that calling Radio Biafra. I don't know why. I don't know why here people in Okozo, everybody just became silent. I don't know whether they just listen to Radio Biafra, just like that, and they're not supporting what the director doing for us. So please, everybody should come and join IPOB family here in Okozo. Hello, director.
We can hear you loud and clear. You have called on Okozo people, and I'm sure that they will respond because Biafra belongs to everybody. Biafra is our own. Radio Biafra is our own. It belongs to Biafrans all over the world. Although funded by IPOB, it belongs to all Biafrans all over the world. And thank you for your call. I love the strength and the courage of your voice. And I pray also that Chukwu Abiyama Purumi Yenine will, of course, continue to energize, to enthuse, to strengthen, and to secure each and every one of you who, as principal officers, are fighting for the restoration of his kingdom upon the face of the earth. This is Radio Biafra. Our brother was also right from Hong Kong. Abiyama has two meanings. One is God of Abraham, that is true. The other one is Abiyama. Abia Amanaya. If you come close, you will know him. That is why I said I spell my Abiyama with H in it, which means it denotes the God of Abraham as well as come close and you will know him. People have been asking me, why do you put H in Abiyama? And I've now explained it to you. It is to denote the two things. It means two things in one. And also means the God of Abraham. That is also true. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct with the time now standing at approximately, I should say, 19 minutes to 10 in the morning. This program sometimes messes up my breakfast routine. I can't eat very early in the morning. I can't. So I have breakfast around 10:30, 11. My goodness me. But we must serve our people. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Director. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Please, your name and where you are calling us from.
Okay, Director, I am Onyekachi Chukwuezi.
Thank you.
I'm from Akabo Ikedro in Imo State. But right now, I'm calling you from Mpo in Biafran land.
Mpo is too strong. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Yes, Director, I am very, very happy and delighted getting your number now. Because at least I have tried your number several times. Let me not say 1 million times.
You've gotten through it today.
But yes, I am so far right now. I see as I got this number now, it seems as if I will not eat today. Because it's something I have been dreaming to get and speak with you live. Director, I'm very, very happy.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you. Go ahead.
Director, I commend you for the work. And I commend all the Biafrans. There was a time I got the number from Anambra coordinator or something like that. But each time I called the number, he will not pick my number. He will not pick. So it was just Sunday. I learned that there was a meeting going on at Import Junction. But it's just that I did not make it to attend to the meeting. Yes, but I think maybe through here I can get information. Maybe when next they are going to have meeting, I want to attend because I've been kind of telling people around me we are planning how we are going to get the white upset or whatever. So somebody told me that it is when we go to the meeting, it is through there that we can get it. And without going to the meeting, I think that will be I think later.
Yes, anybody who doesn't go to the meeting cannot get the T-shirt. It's impossible. You have to be attending the family meeting where you are, because we believe in Onurube One Nabal also. We cannot be we are not doing. We want to go back to how it used to be in those days. Do you remember? I don't know how old you are. I'm very old myself. I remember in those days when you go to school, if you come first, second, or third, people will be waiting for you on the road. People you don't know who they are. They will say, "Wambia, show me your report card." If you came first, second, or third in your class, the man will give you money, or woman. Ask anybody, they will tell you. You saw other people's children as your own. When birth is given to a child, they will say after people love other people's kids. If you see a child suffering, you in fact take care of the child. A child is misbehaving, you will scold that child as if the child was yours. But these days, if you see a child suffering, you're even praying that the child goes on to suffer. We want to return ourselves to who we used to be. That is why we have family meetings. Not just for anything, but to let you understand who you are, that you are close and you're one people.
Yes. Director, you see, through this Radio Biafra, it's just like this radio that it's an eye opener to us. We know we heard about Biafran war, which time we will do hear about Biafra, but you see this Radio Biafra, Radio Biafra is an eye opener to all the Biafrans. So I am calling on all the Biafrans to support in anything we are doing, because as I'm speaking with you now, if you see how I'm happy speaking with you directly now, then how much more when Biafra will take place?
Oh dear me. People will not sleep. Some people will be awake for a year, or for the Gamwanya for 1 year. If any day Biafra is restored, some people will be awake for a year. That I can tell you that. That is the joy that will be in the hearts of our people. That is why I say to them, don't mess with Biafra, please. You will get all the glory when Biafra comes. What are you doing with money? You claim you're fighting for Biafra, you're looking for money. You're not doing anything with money. Biafra comes, the road you walk on, gold, all laid. Our people are they are very grateful people. Our people, they know if you work for them, they know how to reward you. They know how to praise you. Forget about all our shortcomings. Our people are good. When you do something for them, they know how to reward you. They know how to praise you. Leave looking for money. I told you was Rikonyoshi Ifajuna. Forget about money. Get them Biafra. You see what they will do for you.
How much? Please, I would like you to announce or just say something so that the coordinator of work can be able to let us know when we have meeting. I'm very, very glad to hear that.
Thank you very much. What I can say to you, my dear brother, is that keep listening to Radio Biafra. We are going to announce some more meeting next time it comes up. In fact, because of your call, I want a list of all the meetings to be sent to Gifta Hamefula of all the meetings in Biafra land. And also, I'll be speaking to the COC and also the Directorate of State to ask them, I need a list of all the meetings. So we announced on Radio Biafra. Every family meeting will be announced here on Radio Biafra. Thank you very much. Thank you. Because of your call this very morning, that's what we said. We also learn from you. As you learn from us, we also learn from you. It's a two-way street, you see. Somebody is calling us on a video call. Maybe they want to see us. If you want to see us, you're free to see us. And I welcome it completely and totally. The caller on IMO. Yes, please. Your name and where you are?
Director, good morning. My name is Mr. Modo Ibwatan. I'm calling from Germany.
From Germany. Thank you very much. You're welcome to the program. The world is listening. Director. I can hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, by the special grace of Chukwabiam, I'm the coordinator of Indigenous people of Biafra in Nuremberg City, in Germany.
In Nuremberg. Thank you very much. Our coordinator in Nuremberg. Go ahead.
Okay, Director, thank you this very morning. I'm happy to get you online. I've been trying to get you over many months. Despite I'm a principal officer, it wasn't easy.
It's not.
Director, today I want to I want to make an announcement about our upcoming meeting this very Sunday.
Go ahead.
We want to have our normal meeting on this very Sunday. Okay, I'm appealing to all indigenous people in the Nuremberg city of Germany, or people living around the city. Please, we are having our meeting this very Sunday, and maybe I can give my number if anybody wishes to join us, anybody living around the city. I know a lot of people are living around the city, and I know we have a lot of secret listeners who wish to participate. They are still waiting, but I pray them to wake up. This is the time, because we are preparing for 30th of May. Director, we are getting ready. Our next working very hard. 30th of May is going to be one of the best. So please, I urge everybody to come to the meeting, whether new people or old people. So, Director, should I give out my number first?
Of course you can. You're a principal officer of state. Of course, you are at liberty to do so. Go ahead.
Okay. The number is 01521 01562 70. I repeat, 01521 0156270. We expect everybody to come. We have a lot of things to discuss. And the director, please, I want to say something. Director, you know, it has been a long time I spoke with you. We give our people a chance to speak. We have been working behind the scene. Director, I want to tell you that our people love you. Not only that we love the job you are doing, we love you. You know, some people, when they didn't hear your voice, they will be sick. Even somebody like Director, even if last time I was in hospital, I sent you a message in Facebook.
Yes.
I was in this hospital, I can't reach. There's no access. I didn't have access to listen to Radio Biafra. But one of my friends called me. The only thing I told him is that listen to Radio Biafra and tell me what Director said the next day. For you to know that we can't afford to miss your voice. Our people love you, Director. Our people, forget about, it's the only evil man that will hate you. Anybody that hates you is an evil man. That's all.
You're kind.
So please keep on the good work we are doing.
Of course we will.
Man, Director. Any day we will Biafra, we are going to, there's one thing we will do. We are not, I know you are a humble man and you like to do things in a way that it pleases God. We are going to lift you up, Director, not with a car or private jet. We will carry you in the head and walk the whole land. We will bring able men that will do this. Even I will volunteer myself. Any day we will restore Biafra. You will be on top. We will carry you and go from Enugu to Abia with the leg, with the foot, to tell people that he is worthy. It's good to do a good job, that he will receive the benefits. So, Director, we are with you. We thank you. Honestly, we love you. Continue the good job you are doing.
Thank you.
And Director, there's one thing I want to say.
Go ahead.
Hello, Director. Hope
yes,
you're hearing me.
Of course. We are listening attentively. Go ahead. We are listening attentively.
Okay. There's this song that always our deputy always plays in Radio Biafra. That song is very, very interesting. It took my mind back about the history or about what happened in the past about Biafra. Director, could you know that 2 cities or villages that were mentioned in this song? It was my village. In Enugu, this village, they always call it, the name is Uboka, and there's another village called Nume. My father come from Uboka, while my mother come from Nume. And the people from these cities, they came from the enemy's line, as the song was mentioned. There's a bridge they call Nume Bridge. The man will say, Ausa Bajirakwano. So that song always reminds me what I was told about the Biafran war. So, Director, and the people in that village right now, as I'm speaking to you, I think most of them don't have access to listen to Radio Biafra. Our FM maybe has not gotten to that village, but I know we are in Enugu. But that village, Uboka and maybe in Kano East local government. I don't know, and a lot of people from there, they are pure Biafra. If they are living at the enemy's line during the Biafran war, I think with this latest development, they need to hear and be informed about what we are doing so that they will be vigilant. So I'm appealing, Director, if there's any means, people living at Enugu, there is any way they can maybe come up with some ideas so that these people living at that particular place in Nkanu East, especially Uboka, Noume, and Odume, they are in one local government. If they can be hearing what you are saying, so that they will be carried along, I'll be happy, Director.
They will be carried along. We are planning something very big, and our brother Chika is always helping. That's the man that funded CHK. So they are always helping, and people are coming forward. Thank you very much for that. And you know me, I'm very reluctant. Here in Biafra land, we don't want our people, these people, they are not paying workers. I can't go to people who have not been paid, people who are struggling. When I drive through Onitsha, when I drive through Aba, through Moya, people are suffering. I can't go to them and say, fund the relay station. I can't. I don't have the mind to say to our people, fund some. No. If you know those that have the money and can bring it out, you tell us. I'll send somebody to them and they'll give it to us. That is not a problem. But I don't know who they are. I don't know them. If you know them, let us know. But if it is to meet people, nothing. And it's Woshi. No hotel. No hostel. No federal government plate number. Never. I can't go to them. Diaspora, you will fund this. Diaspora, you will fund this very movement. Nande, they have suffered. It's not, I know it's not easy. People are suffering abroad and they're struggling. We know. But at least you have light and you have running water. Here there is none. This is Radio Biafra. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Hello, is this Jonathan?
Yes, it is. And the world as well. We are all listening to you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, what problem? Yeah, I'm not hearing your voice again.
Where
yeah, another person just blocking the station.
Where are you? Where are you calling from?
Huh?
Where are you calling from?
Abba.
Are we getting interference in Abba?
No, I'm not hearing it now. Another station is blocking.
Maybe somebody's jamming our system there. Thank you very much. Thank you. And if you're listening from Abba or can hear what we are saying, we want to know the frequency of the station that is jamming our station in Abba. We want to know. You know, they don't want to hear the truth. So can you check please and tell me other stations that are transmitting on 97 range, please, between 96 to 97. I want to know what is happening. And I also want ABBA coordinator to be contacted, ABIA coordinator, contacted immediately to tell us, I want the name of the station. Maybe it is about time we took some direct action against any station jamming Radio Biafra. We want to know where the station is located. We want to know who the people are behind because they have taken money from Buhari. Or maybe they are working with Ifajuna. Who knows? Nothing is impossible here. I have a caller again on IMO. Can you hear me? There is a caller on IMO, and I want them to be able to hear me. This is Radio Biafra. Your name and where you are, please.
Yeah. Good morning. Good afternoon, Derek.
Good morning to you, please. What is your name and where are you calling from?
This is Biafra. I'm calling from India.
From India. Thank you very much.
I am Biafra. I'm from India.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Yeah. Director, I thank you for the good work you are doing, and I thank all the Biafrans all over the world. Yeah, Director, I want to remind you something that we forget. Last time I called you on phone, and I told you that Jonathan defeat by Buhari is a planned game. Now, we said it like today, tomorrow, Jonathan went to newspaper and said he questioned it. You see that the Biafra Anna work on it. I want you to announce to people that what we are doing here is not a magic or a caricature joke. Tell Jonathan that I said that Moses Biafra from India was the one that makes him to go and play Buhari defeat, because we know what they are doing there. They think they can play with we, the Israeli in Africa. We are the intelligence manufactured. We can do anything without the help of them. So they are nonsense to us. Now, Jonathan went and questioned Buhari defeat because I made the call. That's to show that Jonathan, Buhari, Obama, every president of the world listen to Radio Biafra. I don't have that on that any longer. Before, I normally say, how can? But now, I 100% believe that these people listen to Radio Biafra. Now, Director, I want you to do one thing for me, please. Whenever our brother, our cousins, Joe, Karaba, or whatever called, please let that person speak in his own language by Chukwu Abiyama to intervene in what we are doing, because God understands. Chukwu Abiyama understands every language. Let the first person that called from each tribe, or because from Igbo, let that person pray in Igbo by committing what we into the hand of God. I believe by so doing that Chukwu Abiyama will come closer to us once again. Now, so. Director, again, I have something to say. I have many things to say, but I will have to cut it short. I am one our brothers from the our brothers from our cousins, Tom, government, Dokubo, and the so-called White, the governor. The first victim we will have in that country is White, because first of all hold the mother. They are trying to hold Jonathan. When Jonathan goes there and submits, just like, all evil, Jonathan will go there as if to say, brothers, come, let us go and know why they are calling us. When they go there, they will release Jonathan. They will hold these people. And once you go to Naija and they put you in jail, nothing what your people can do anything. Nothing they can do in order to save you. So I am warning them now to come out from where they are. Let them join this struggle. Let us move much forward and make sure that we get this thing called Biafra. We get our nation called Biafra. I'm not afraid of these barbarians and these hoodlums that call themselves Nigerians. So, Director, let me end there and please try to remind our people that Radio Biafra began war on air. I said that one day, the next day, Jonathan will come and say, I am questioning Buhari's defeat. I told that because that is the illustration I gave to you, that when Mbagwo was defeated, Ouattara, because when Ouattara defeated him, nobody in Africa, no incumbent president you defeat in Africa that will leave defeat. Freely like you. Only Jonathan did that. And I made a mistake that they telling that P2B. It was P2B. I'm telling that Obasanjo wanted and keep and put president. But Obasanjo that P2B is a variant and he's a man that can turn anything at any given time. Now he played it all the day and give it to Jonathan. So, Director, I thank you very much for the good work you have. It's not easy for you, because you normally say if anybody who can do what you are doing should come out and do it. Nobody do that. Even my own self, you are Gideon of our own time. So I give you the kudos and I thank you for what you are doing. May Chukwu Abiyama bless you, bless all the people of Biafra, and we must live to see Biafra being in existence. Because I am. If my heart is telling me, I will tell it to not work. But as my heart is telling me that it's going to work, we must enter that promised land. God never promised that they will enter their promised land and he failed. Now he has made us. We are to our land, and we are going to protect our position because we are the children of Jacob. And when you get money, we are in a promised land already. It's only that we are still trying to do it in a peaceful way. But whenever we march, these people cannot match us in any way.
They will see something.
How many Hausas have you seen as an engineer? How many Hausas have you seen in the whole world that win awards as anything? Babando, Akeze, Tata, that have just finished suckling breast, they have manufactured something. What of we? Give us time. Go to all these government technical schools in our place and see what children are doing there. Go to Tinka, Go and see what they are doing there. Go to other places, Aba. Go other places, Onitsha, Mbuka, and so on. See what our people are doing. Director, we are naturally, but we not realize that as we are teaching us in school, we are going to realize that we are really blessed. So I give you the kudos and I pray that Chukwu Abiyama should bless your family, bless all you do, bless all the people of Biafra that give themselves who are ready to do this work. It's not easy. May God bless us all.
He say, and bless you too. Thank you very much for that. Our people, I am humbled. If I don't love our people, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. I love our people more than we even hate ourselves. That is something that we ought to know. That is something that we need to know. That the love is supreme. If not, as Barrister would tell me, why are we going to do all these things if we don't love our people? If we don't love them, of course we do. The caller on IMO, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, please. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you very well. Please, your name.
I can hear you, sir.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Ifeanyi Chukwuigwe. I'm calling from Austria.
From Austria. Thank you very much. Please
sir,
go ahead.
I want to. From Austria.
Yes.
Yeah, sir, I want to talk about the news I heard now that anybody that didn't attend the Biafran meeting cannot take the T-shirt.
Yes.
And I told our coordinator that I'm living very, very far away from Vienna. And he even told me that he will help me to organize some people that will be having our own meeting in the where I'm living, because I live in Steyr. I live about 2 hours far away from Vienna. And I'm doing a driving license now. I don't have access to every time go. I have a driving license already. I can be driving with a car to Wien for the meeting. So please, sir, that should not be. And me myself, I need the T-shirt I need for my son and my wife, also a white Austrian lady. She also needs her own. Even we are all going on that on the 30th of May for the demonstration, as we did last year as well. I was one of the boys that did the band last year.
Okay.
And I want to use this opportunity to call on all our brothers and sisters in all over the world. Mostly there are some of the Christians that are commenting on the internet, and they say they are afraid of the RadioBiafra and the Biafran restoration, that they believe maybe that they will not use Biafra to oppress their Christian faith. And I want to tell them, please, nobody is oppressing anybody.
I am a Christian. Tell them that I am a Christian. I am a Christian. I am a Christian. Tell them that.
And you usually call on this name every blessed time. The problem we are having this time around is just misconceptions of how spirituality is being organized, because these have deviated the standard that Chukwu Abiyama ordained from the origin. Like as you usually quote the book of Exodus, you told us that we should not be worshiping idol, an image made by man. Christ is not an image. Christ is a spirit. The Bible says, for the Lord is the spirit. It did not say that the Lord is the image, or the Lord is an idol that somebody made with his hand. The Bible says, for the Lord is the spirit. And he said a day is coming, even as now, that whoever that want to worship him will worship him in truth and in spirit. So we worship Christ in spirit. For instance, we call on the blood of Jesus Christ, but we need to sacrifice any ritual blood physically, because everything is being done in the spirit. So, and I want to use this opportunity to invite all our brothers and sisters, wherever you are, being a Christian, whatever religion you believe, as far as you are in Christ Jesus. The Bible, Jesus, anybody that is not working against him is with him. So if anybody is not working against him, you believe in Christ Jesus, Yeshua Mashiach, you should come and join this IPOB. We are formidable, and we are not giving down to any Islamization. And by the special power of Chukwu Abiyama, we will not bow to idol. Because the Bible says, greater is he who is in us.
Hello, can you hear me?
Our director, our leader, and like as our brother, the last caller said, that we should use this opportunity as well to pray. Director, if you permit, yeah?
Yes, go ahead. We are listening.
Hello,
go ahead. We are listening. Yes, of course you are. Go ahead. We are listening to you. Go ahead. There's a delay on IMO. That's why. Go ahead. Can you hear me?
If you want me to pray, like as our, I'm hearing.
Go ahead then and pray.
If you want me to pray, as the last caller said, I can pray.
Yes, go ahead and pray. Go ahead and pray.
Director.
Yes, go ahead and pray.
Hello?
No, the line is very poor. Very, very poor, but I wanted him to go ahead to pray, to at least bring the program to a close. But it wasn't possible because the line is very, very bad indeed. In the absence of that, we have come to the end of our program this very day, and I will make that same prayer. Because Biafra is not just about a country or a nation or the restoration of God's kingdom on earth. It is actually a religion. Biafra is our religion. I don't think people will understand this, But if Biafra is not your religion, then that means you can sell Biafra. That means you can use Biafra to exchange for oil well, as if Fajino Wazirike has done. That means you can exchange Biafra for hotel. Then I know law Urina Nkwari. That means you can exchange Biafra for a government license number, plate number, federal government of the zoo. That means you can exchange Biafra to go and take land from people of Okwe by force. We have waro in the matter anike aro kobo. But because Biafra is our religion, we cannot do anything to harm this effort. It's impossible. Chukwu abiyama kubu anyi that same day. That's our prayer. Chukwu abiyama. Any day we wake up in the morning and we are not thinking of how to restore your kingdom upon this earth. Mikubu anyi that day anya mani wo Chineke. Talk less of ime ojo. Talk less of meeting on Yawosa and ako. You will kill us there. Kill me and kill my family. Close down my generation to come. If I'm a liar, Chukwu Abiyama, you will kill me. I'm saying it in public. If what I'm saying about Biafra is not real, or we are saying it to deceive people, you will kill. I'm saying it in public. But if what we are saying is real, if you sent us to come to do this very work, then you will preserve us. So that Biafra can come under our watch. Anything you want to do with us after that, you can do. Biafra can. If Biafra comes today, if I die tomorrow, I'll be very happy. Then my work would have been done. I can see Chukwu Abiyama and say, that work you asked me to go and do, I did it. That's the only thing I want to say. Your message was delivered. That is all. That's our prayer. Now you understand why Biafra is a religion. We don't mess with Biafra, you see. Some of you do. No, we don't. If you mess with Biafra, we are not here to play games. Now, no hotel. You are building a hostel. You are looking for relevance. You want to be called a senator. Do you know Wazirike wanted to go and run for Senate? About his uniform, President Jonathan. President Jonathan made him. They gave him the coordinator of Jonathan's campaign in the southeast, and had her uniform. They gave him 80 million naira to coordinate Omotoxi and Yoshi and in an hour. Okay. He did share the money with them. He took money from Ohakim. We have the video. Once our TV comes, we are waiting slowly, step by step. You'll be swallowed alive. Watch and see. On Radio Biafra is where we worship. Why do we do so? Because Chukwu Abiyama, Chukwu Okike Abiyama is creation. People that somebody can say that Chukwu Abiyama is an idol. You believe it. Anyway, thank heavens for IPOB that gave you Radio Biafra. You will also thank your brother, Chika, and those who are supporting him to make sure that CHK is also coming to you every blessed day. This same Chukwu Abiyama will bless and guide and sustain all of you as long as you're pursuing Biafra in truth and honesty. He will keep you, preserve you. Oga gozi unu. Oga gozi omumu unu niile. Ụmụaka unu niile. Ma ndị nke ga-abịa n'ihu. Chukwu Abiyama bụ onye ebere. Ọ ga-agọzi unu. Nye unu ngọzi pụrụ iche. Ọ ga-ewere ịhụnanya nke ya dị nsọ wee kpuchigide unu. Unu ga-ahụ ihe ọma. Unu ga-ahụ Biafra ekwere unu na nkwa. Unu ga-abanye ebe ahụ wee fee Chukwu Abiyama ofufe nke dị nsọ. N'ime mmụọ na eziokwu. Ọ ga-agharịpụ unu. Onye nwe anyị na Chineke nke usu niile nke ndị agha ezi ebube ga-agọzi alụ ọkụ unu niile. Ọ ga-edo unu nsọ si ugbu a ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. From me, from here, It is good morning.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. We have vanquished our enemies. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. In Him we trust. Shout it, sing it. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. We have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious.